What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is a Philly Talk podcast live stream. Shout out to everybody who's in the chat early. Shout out to my guy Philly 26, channel member Vic 3, Tommy, Ethan, another channel member in the building, Primetime Stephen Joyce, Daniel Brook, Sports Talk with Let's Go Birds, Aaron, Ryan Rowe, Big Play Slay, Art/Mac, Nina, Audie B, Michael, Jay Koch, another channel member in the building, another channel member too, Lawrence James. Shout out to everybody in here early saying what's up, what's up, what's up. Happy birthday wishes. Appreciate it. I mean, I'm going to be a little bit under the weather. It was a rough night last night, but I made it. I'm here, 30 years old, They let me, listen, the people I hung out with last night, they're not 30. And they made me feel the pain of being 30, trying to hang with a crew. Anyway, shout out to everybody in the building. Listen, we're going to talk some Howie Roseman talk. We're going to talk some draft talk. We're going to talk a lot of stuff because you guys, you know what happens. I'm going to give the spiel for the first 5 minutes for the people who do not have notifications turned on and are not really like you guys, the reals of the real who get in here ASAP Rocky. Let's talk some Howie Roseman talk. So there's been rumors that, Jeff McClain put out a piece and, it was a little back and forth. Now it's only Jeff McClain's thoughts. There's no quote from Lane Johnson, no quote from Howie Roseman, but Howie Roseman is a bully. I don't know. You heard the reports. Let's talk two exact things that Jeff McClain talked about. There was a scenario where Lane Johnson wasn't going to suit up, and he suited up, and Howie Roseman said, cool, now that you got your mouthpiece in, you can shut the bleep up, or you're not going to talk no more stupidness. And there was also one where he said, like, bro, I guess Lane had a bad game. He was getting schooled, and Howie came out and put him on blast talking about something. You got beat by a rookie? Really? So, there's a little back and forth with Howie Roseman and Lane Johnson. Now reports came out that we will not restructure Lane Johnson, but it's not due to the lackluster love of Howie Roseman and Lane Johnson. It came to the fact that after restructuring Brandon Brooks, Darius Slay, Javon Hargrave, and everybody we did, and the people who we also are going to let go come June 1st, Malik Jackson and Alshon Jeffrey, we don't need to restructure him, I guess. So that's one less contract that we got to push down the road. And as Philly 500 would say, yes, it's not the best thing to push down the road to contracts, but if there's ever a year we need to do that, it's this year, because in 2022 the cap should be going up to 220 million, and we'll figure out ways to get above the cap then. A shout out to my guy, longtime member of the Philly Talk podcast, a guy who spits nothing but facts. When the guy comments something on my videos, I pay really close attention to what he's saying. Shout out to my guy Jason Wall, becoming a member of the Philly Talk podcast. Appreciate you, my dog, 100%. You already know what time it is. Let's go, man. Go ahead and pop them bottles on your C-Day. Whoo! Hey, I know where you coming from, Jason. If you can't say the word B, I know where you coming from. Appreciate you, my guy, 100%. Like I said, shout out to all the members. Shout out to all the people in here early talking about some happy birthday. Appreciate it 100%. Listen, if you can't do anything for my birthday, do me one favor. Smash the like button. Shout out to my guy Vic 3 for saying it. Smash the like button. It goes a long way for the channel and the content. Appreciate everybody coming in here saying happy birthday and all that stuff. Joe, Michael, what's going on with you? What's going on? Michael, I'm gonna give you a wrench, my guy. My phone is downstairs and you can't give wrenches on StreamYard. So I'll get you after the stream. Next stream, I promise you'll have a wrench. Let's go. So let's get into it. We talked about Howie Roseman. We talked about how him and Lane Johnson were beefing, but how does the rest of the team respond to Howie Roseman? And that's what I'm kind of wondering, because at the end of the day, players talk. There's a consistent talk around the league through players where they get the inside scoop of GMs, organizations. Man, you don't want to play here. Man, you would love to play here. All that good stuff. So let's talk about it for a second. Is the Philadelphia Eagles a organization under Howie Roseman a place where players want to come? Let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the chat. I mean, shout out to my guy. I don't know why this is acting up. Mob 843. Happy birthday. You already know my guy. Appreciate you 100%. King Knight Heart says happy birthday. Big 3-0. Bro, hope you have a good one. I'll be 30 in July. Oh, man. Let's go Eagles. I agree. And it happens to everybody. You know what I mean? And shout out to the Philly Talk podcast listeners, because when I check my analytics, whatever you want to call it, you know, the most people who watch me are between 24 and 35. We got some teenagers, we got some young boys, but the most watched people, when you group it all up, it's 24 to 35. So I don't feel that bad. Shout out to my guy 50. I said 50. Philly 2. I can't even talk no more. Philly 52 with the $5 super chat. Appreciate you 100%, my guy. Happy birthday, Mike. You already know. Let's go. Now, let's get into some Eagles talk, though. No way Howie gets an extension on his contract he's going after this year. That's something I wanted to talk about. Do we believe that really Jeff Lurie's going to part ways with Howie Roseman after this year, depending on what happens? Now, let's be honest. What happens if this draft goes good? We are supposed to be a rebuilding team. What happens if for some reason, again, there's a lot of what ifs, but what happens if the draft goes well and the Philadelphia Eagles, with a brand new coaching staff, a brand new quarterback, make the playoffs? Now, again, I'm a betting man, and I think we're going to go through some struggles. I don't think we're going to be that great. I'm optimistic. But what if the Eagles make the playoffs in a rebuilding mode? What's going on with Howie Roseman then? Don't leave out the 50 club, Mike. Hey, shout out to everybody in here who's 50 plus. And yes, the 50 club is actually close. When I said 24 to 35 is my biggest watchers, the 50 plus club is right there. I get more 50 plus watchers than teenagers, and maybe I'll take that as a compliment. You know what I mean? Or maybe I'm old too. I don't know. Appreciate you guys 100%. Nina, longtime supporter. And if you do not know who Nina is, go check out her Twitter. She has the best tweets in the world. 100%. Victory said Jeff Lurie needs to. If not, the fans will turn on Lurie. Oh, get rid of Howie? Roll one more. Channel member in the building. Happy birthday, my guy. You already know the vibes. Howie Roseman stinks. I don't care what happens this year. He got to walk. So even if the Eagles make the playoffs and it's a good draft scenario, you think he has to walk? Anthony Jolly said, what, Mike? You're halfway to 60, bro. Thanks for reminding me. And like I said, if you guys looking at me like, yo, is Mike a little bit sick? Nope. But I went in last night. Normally, I should be waking up at 12 o'clock, but I woke up early. You got 3 kids, you know. You come home to the reality of life, even though it's your birthday weekend. And, you know, you got to make things happen. Simple and plain. Shout out to my guy, Primetime Steven Joyce, channel member in the building. I am 41 young years. I appreciate it. Like I said, look, at the end of the day, age is nothing but a number, and we're going to have to make it that way, especially with me getting up there. You already know. RDB said, can Lurie just sell the team? Wow. So you don't trust in his ownership. I understand that it starts to become something scary when the owner is that much involved in football operations. We know Jerry Jones don't have an owner. Don't have a GM. He is the GM, and that's scary. They went 25 years with no Super Bowl, no championship. appearance, you can't sell that. You can't sell that. Shout out to my guy, another channel member in the building. Happy born day, my guy, Philly Mike. You already know. Appreciate you 100%. Let's go. Let's get to the super chat. My guy, Jason Wall. Appreciate the super chat. The $5 banger. Happy birthday, bro. I'm coming on the show one day soon so I can break down why Lori and Howie are actually both really good for our team and our city. That is going to be interesting. I don't think it's going to be that hard to sell Lori because, yes, he's been through some, it's been controversial, but it's not like he's there. He's not like he's giving us things to be negative about him multiple times. I think Howie, on the other hand, is going to be hard to sell. But hey, if anybody can sell it, it's my guy Jason Wall. I listened. Hey, he tweets me, he messages me in my inbox. Dude's very good at convincing you about something. Shout out to my guy Eagle has landed. He said if Howie don't have a good draft, he has to go at least back to the basement where you can restructure. You can worry about the cap in the basement, but you can't pick players from the basement. That's why I think the basement suits him great. We get the best of both worlds. You get a guy in here to pick players, not named Howie Roseman, and you got Howie Roseman in the basement cooking up contracts. Channel member in the building, Philly 52 said, I didn't know you were that old, Mike. Wah, wah, wah. I'll take that as a compliment, I guess. Like, maybe I look a little bit younger, but yep, your boy's 30 years old. It is what it is. Yo, Philly, are you streaming the Sixers tonight? Yeah, best believe it. We coming through with the Philadelphia 76ers stream tonight. That's big facts. If Howie messes up this draft, he should get fired before kickoff. Hey, I mean, I've seen coaches get fired mid-season. I've never heard of a GM getting fired mid-season or before kickoff. That would be wild. But I ain't opposed of it. If he messes this up, he deserves it. Shout out to my guy David Hearn in the building. Eminem said, wishing you the best, Mike. Happy birthday. You already know. Appreciate you, my guy, 100%. Let's go. Victory said, bring Chip Kelly back to oversee Howie. Hey, listen, there's two things that I got to honestly say that Chip Kelly did great. There was never no injuries, and Howie Roseman was quiet. His determinations on who should make the roster, who he should trade is definitely questionable. But the fact that he kept the smoothie regime, nobody got injured, and Howie Roseman was quiet. That's the two things I do love from Chip Kelly. So you can hire him for smoothies and to be the Howie Roseman shutdowner. Other than that, I don't want him coaching my football team. I don't want him coaching my football team. Ethan said, Mike, if it makes you feel better, you look like you're 23 years old. Shout out to my guy, Ethan, in the building. Appreciate you. Looking for Sasuke. Shout out to you, too. Yours on Thursday. Happy early birthday, my guy. You already know the vibes. Bring back the smoothies. I agree. Let's bring them back. I mean, I never got to taste them, but it did something special for this team because we were not injured. We weren't. Think about it. I don't know what Doug Peterson, hey, let's go to McDonald's, guys. I don't know. Because at the end of the day, whether it's what you eat, how you train, how you stretch, I don't know, but something was wrong for the better part of Doug Peterson's coaching tandem in Philadelphia. And I just can't understand it. Like, come on, stop getting hurt. The crazy part is guys who leave us get healthier. Guys who never been injured come here and get injured. Javon Hargrave, Jordan Howard. As much as we want to say Deshaun Jackson, because think about it, he played double-digit games for both Washington and Tampa Bay. Huh? Murder Music said Chip Kelly draft better players too. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, there's some great cornerstone pieces over there. What? I think it was Zach Ertz, Fletcher. some cornerstone pieces, some build around pieces. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. Philly 52 said Texans fired their GM. No, yeah, they did. They did. They got a new GM, but they didn't do it throughout. They did it during the season. I'm not sure about that. Pitts for me, man. Hey, I ain't mad at the game. If we draft Pitts at 6, should we draft Trask in the later rounds? Depends. If he can hang around to the 5th, I'll take him. I'm not doing anything earlier than the 5th because we need pieces around the board. We still need a safety. We need DBs. We need offensive line pieces, if you really think about it. We need receivers. We need a lot of stuff. Linebackers. There's a lot of things we need. Run one more channel member in the building. Should we change our medical staff? I think we did that multiple times now. I think this is like the third time. If we change them this year, it'd be like the third change. I don't know what is going on. Stop hiring people instantly. Fly somebody from another country, another state in here, because these Philly people are not getting it done. I don't know. But shout out to the channel members in the building. Listen, I do have all you guys mock drafts, and I know I was supposed to do it last Friday, but at the end of the day, I'm 30 years old. I forget things. So we will be doing the cash prize, and because I forgot, I'm gonna up it. People who are the top dogs, the top channel members, instead of getting 50, get 75, and the people who are the middle and the lowest, instead of getting 25, you get 50 if you win. I narrowed it down to my top 5. I got like 16 submitted mock drafts. I narrowed it down to my top 5. I will be putting them in a community post, and I'll let the people vote. Somebody gonna get paid something. Maybe they get paid on my birthday. Happy giveaway birthday gift. You know what I mean? Shout out to you guys. Randall said Mound and 5th. I don't even know who that is. What position is he? What do he look like? Doug Peterson had Caesar's piece on the sideline at practice. Hot and ready. Get your Caesars. I ain't mad at the game. I mean, if you got a birthday party for a lot of kids, I understand that. But for football players, that's why they just tearing everything. Tearing everything. Ethan said, what is it with the doctors at the NovaCare? Exactly. Like, come on, man. Just be a little bit better. William said, bro, Howie got so many options at 6. If he don't make one of the obvious choices, he should be fired before the second round. 100%, he should be. Because let's be honest, the only way the Eagles can physically go wrong, in my point of view, is going quarterback, which is a legit option and a legit scare when it comes to Howie Roseman. But some people will be happy with a quarterback, the people who don't believe in Jalen Hurts. But at the end of the day, Devontae Smith, Jamar Chase, Penei Sewell, if he's there, Kyle Pitts, you can't go wrong at 6. But I am worried about the second round, the third round again, and the 5th round. That's where it gets scary. I believe once it gets past the 4th round, Howie says, yep, I'm done. Now the scouts take over. Because think about it. We got a lot of gems past the 5th round. A lot of gems past the 5th round. Was that Howie? No. And I can physically say no and not be like, well, you might be wrong, Mike. No. If you can't draft the first 3 rounds good, you're definitely not making the 5, 6, 7 good. And it's been pretty nice to the Eagles. Medical staff has been changed 3 times over the last 5 years. The conditioning staff was the only constant. Well, maybe the conditioning staff got to get up out of here. I don't know. I ain't mad at the game, though. Shout out to my guy, Philly Trez, in the building. Follow me on Twitter. Shout out to you. It's always nice to put a face behind the comments. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, y'all see what I look like. Ain't a pretty sight. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? You got the guys named John Jones, Philly Trez, Michael Jujon, you know what I mean? Ethan Wagner. It's cool to put a face behind the comments, you know what I mean? Because I build you guys up into something. I'm like, oh, I like it. Pause. You know what I mean? Shout out to you guys, the 100%. Michael said, who should back up Hurts? If you believe in Hurts as an organization, you have to get a veteran backup. Nobody who's listen. People say, why not bring competition in for Jalen Hurts like we did for Carson Wentz? But it's not like, why not do that? Why keep doing the wrong decision twice? Yes, we made the wrong decision with Carson Wentz. Let's not make that wrong decision again. You can bring a veteran guy in here like Tyrod Taylor, you know what I mean? Jacoby Brissett, a Joe Flacco type player, somebody who knows their role, and they're not going to start. But if somehow, some way they need to, they can win a couple games. V Rival said Anthony Walker Jr. is a guy we need in free agent linebacker. Anthony Walker Jr., free agent linebacker. You think you probably can get him on the cheap? When it comes to Philadelphia Eagles free agency, we have to look at two things: age and value. You know, was there a reason why he was getting underused at a different spot? Is there a reason why he's let go? And if we can get him on the cheap, I'm always for it because we have to spend our dollars wisely. I think we're down to 17.6K, $17 million over the cap. We'll get it down to zero and get some more money, but we still got to spend our time wisely. Shout out to my guy 2020 Vision in the building. I see a couple comments in here. He said, who's 30? Mike looked like he's 18. Happy birthday, Mike. Appreciate you 100%, my guy. You already know. Look, I'm glad you guys think I look a little bit younger. It makes me feel good. You know, sometimes I do get carded when I go buy some liquor. And if you look at my eyes, you're like, hey, what's wrong with Mike? Man, I drank like a 21-year-old last night. Woo! It was great, though. Good times. Art says, Art Makepeace here, by the way. Change the name to promote my own business. Hey, shout out to my guy, Art/Mac Daddy Dogs and Catering. Shout out to my guy. Listen, it's always good to promote yourself. At the end of the day, you're only as good as you believe. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I started this channel. Go back and watch my first video. I was awkward. I was stupid. I was just my phone recording, blank wall. Didn't know who I was going to be. You make your, you know what I mean? Some people come in with some background experience, you know. They go into sports casting college. Shout out to my guy, Joe Castro. Some people just come in like, hey, I like the Eagles. I like to talk. Let's go. And then you build yourself after that. So shout out to you for, you know, making doing what you got to do. Jason Wall said, dude, the medical staff only treats injuries. They can't prevent injuries. Correct. The medical staff, as my guy Jason Wall says, only tends to the guy once they're injured. It's the conditioning staff. It's the meal prep guys. Now the Philadelphia Eagles don't have their own meal prep. These guys got to take it upon themselves to say, do I want to be great? Or do I want that double cheeseburger or that Philly cheesesteak? Do I want the Philly cheesesteak or do I want to be great? I don't know. I would take the Philly cheesesteak. I'm just kidding. But I agree, Jason Wall. It's the medical staff to treat the injuries. The conditioning staff has to keep these guys ready to go 100%. But I will say this. The medical staff misdiagnosed a couple things. They messed up on Jordan Howard. They messed up on Deshaun Jackson. So who knows? Jay Koch, channel member in the building, getting an extra third for Ertz would be great. We could package it with another pick to move back in the second to have picks there. Exactly. We do got them 2 extra compensatory picks. They're both 6th-round picks. You get a pick for Ertz as well. Now you got 2 6th-round compensatory picks, which is not like on the top of the other team's food chain, but I think you can get something solid for Ertz and you can make something happen. Ricardo, appreciate you, my guy. Happy birthday, my fellow Pisces. I'll be celebrating my B-Day on Wednesday. My blood flowed green from day one. If I cut myself, I'll drip green too. You already know. Appreciate you 100%, my guy. Charlie Chan in the building. Haven't seen you in a minute. What's up, Philly Mike? I don't trust Howie Roseman for nothing. I ain't mad at the game. I mean, it's rough. Free 223 said, happy birthday, Mike. You already know, my guy. Appreciate you for coming through. Nina says, I don't know why, but I believe Howie makes the right moves in this draft. Shoot me now for believing in this guy. I agree. I have that sense too. Honestly, would I like someone else to pick the picks? Yes. But there's something about 2021. Maybe it's because 2020 was so ugly. Let's think about 2020. Horrible football season. Pandemic. It was my last year at 29. There were so many things of 2020 that I'm like, ew. But there's something about 2021. And there's something about this logo behind me that I don't know. We never go down. We not the Oakland Raiders, the Buffalo Bills, the Cleveland Browns. Now, these teams are all good now. But how long was their drought? Buffalo. One of my right-hand mans is a Buffalo fan. Long-term poop. Cleveland. The definition of poop for a long time. The Raiders. And I don't want the Eagles to go through that. Now, shout out to them teams who are actually pretty good now. And we're not. But we can't go through that. We need to figure it out quickly and get it done. Victory channel member in the building said, thoughts on Lane Johnson's not having to restructure. It's funny that the reports came out about Lane Johnson and Howie Roseman having arguments throughout the season, and now he's not restructuring. But they did release an article, maybe to clean up an aisle 6 article, talking about that not restructuring Lane Johnson has nothing to do with the arguments of Howie Roseman. It's all about we don't need to do it no more. So I think they have a plan in place, possibly. I don't know. Let's see. Isaiah Smith, channel member in the building. Happy birthday, my guy. And again, I narrowed down to 5 people who sent me mock drafts who are channel members via Twitter and or my email, Philly Mike. No, I lied. Philly Mike PTP at gmail.com. Channel members were able to send me a mock draft, and I narrowed it down to 5, and somebody's going to win either $75 or $50 to their cash app they provide. So channel members, I know we got some new ones. I know some people missed it because I put that video up about a week and a half ago. Man, turn post notifications on because we about to do big things for the channel members. So Jay Koch, Philly 52. I know you guys are newer. I narrowed it down to the top 5, but if you send me the mock draft today, we might be able to figure something out. But at the end of the day, I'm trying to narrow it down to the top 5. I'm going to put it up on a community post for the regular public to vote. The best player wins. And then you let me know. Bang, what's your cash app? Got you. 50 or 75. What's going on, Jonah Lynn? Appreciate you for coming through. T-Gang in the building says, happy birthday, March. Oh, your birthday's March 17th, so I love that. It's the Pisces gang in the building. You already know how we do. Pisces, we're supposed to be shy. I guess I'm not that shy. I was, though, when I was a kid, so I can't be mad at the reading. Michael said, Asante Jr. or Jay Horn. If I had to pick 1 versus 1, I'm taking J.C. Horn all day. 6'1", press corner, physical. Love it. Now, I'm not discrediting Asante Samuel Jr. I think he's more of a zone guy. I think he's more of a inside out. Prefer him in the inside, but possibly can play outside. I'll take J.C. Horn though. If I had to pick, taking him. Godson says, happy birthday, bro. Would you trade up to 3 to ensure getting Chase? As you guys know, I did a video about Kyle Pitts, and I know he's gaining steam, and I know he's a great player, and I have him second on my board. Jamar Chase is still number one for me. Sorry. I love Kyle Pitts. I won't be mad. But Jamar Chase is still number one. If Penei Sewell falls, he's over Jamar Chase and Kyle Pitts, because at the end of the day, he's going to be a legit difference maker on the offensive line. I wouldn't move up though. I can't give up. I can't give up picks. And because Kyle Pitts is there, because Devontae Smith might be there, because as my guy, new channel member in the building, Jason Wall will say, Jalen Waddle is there. I can't move up to get Chase. I love Chase to death. Don't sleep on that, but I can't move up. LB said it best. There's a reason that many quarterbacks drafted top 10 don't do good as a rookie. In college, they have everything they need. Weapons, time to throw, and all that. Exactly. And when you get drafted inside of top 10, you're normally going to a team that is poop. Yes, I said it. Poop. Again, I love LB 100%. But there are guys in this draft that who are touted to be better than Jalen Hurts. But touted to be better than Jalen Hurts and being better than Jalen Hurts are different things. And so I honestly believe in the potential and the talent of Jalen Hurts. And I'm rocking with Jalen Hurts. 2020 Vision says 2020 got Wentz out of here. Now I can enjoy my Sundays without being on the edge. Wentz won't put a 5-yard check down in the dirt. Hey. I was doing the live play-by-plays, and people held my mouth, my words to the fire. I'm like, I believe in Carson Wentz. Here we go. 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line. He throws it incomplete. Bad pass. I was believing in Wentz, and I'm doing a play-by-play. Y'all listening. 1st and 10. He throws it to a check down to Miles Sanders, and it's not even close. Yeah, we saw a lot of that in 2020, so I can't be mad at the end of the day. You're right. And Mike, you need to get the emoji Wentz off the members. Yeah. I'm sorry. We got to get, it's Hurt season, and I need to change up the channel members stickers. Victory, that's because he's tired of how he messing up the draft. Facts. Scooby-Doo in the building said, pound that like for that at Philly Mike 25. First of all, let's get this real quick. Listen, the like button is free. It's easy. It don't cost a thing. It's your boy's birthday. I'm doing a stream on my birthday. I am hung over as a mug. Like, do you see these? I look stupid. I'm not saying I don't look stupid normally. Atlanta taking Pitts, Bengals taking Chase. Ooh, that will break my heart. Shout out to my guy, Jersey Boy in the building, channel member, $5 donation. Happy birthday, bro. Live it up. Respect, salute. Let's go. Appreciate you 100%, my guy. Jersey Boy in the building. And Jersey Boy, you were one of the channel members who did not submit a mock draft for a possible $75 or $50 payout. Philly fan decent. I'm looking at Pitts to be a wide receiver as well. Exactly. I'm not saying Pitts can't be a wide receiver. I just don't think he can be a better wide receiver than the guys who've been wide receivers their whole life. However, he's a queen on the chessboard. Move him around. Do what you want to do. What you want. Easy as that. Where you hiding? Happy birthday, Philly Mike. Where you hiding? I'm trying my best to hide from 30, but 30 came up and said, gotcha. You know what I mean? I was like, I'm 29. I'm trying to dip and dot. Nope. Gotcha. Almost broke my neck, but it's cool. 5 across your lips. Shout out to my guy, channel member in the building. $5 donation. Much love, my guy. Pause. Happy birthday, pimp. Pimpin'. You already know, my guy. Appreciate you 100%. Like I said, I am under the weather for the simple fact that People came over. I was like, yo, do we really have to drink like this? They're like, yes, we do. One of my right-hand mans is 27, and my other guy is 32. So one already been through 30. One's about to get to 30. We meet in the middle with me. Appreciate you guys 100%. Michael said, who is the running back we should look at? I think we need to look at a running back. I would love to get a guy in the later rounds. However, if one of these guys like Najee Harris falls, or a Hubbard, or whatever his name is, Bing, you know what I'm talking about? If you can get him in the third or fourth round, then I think you pick it earlier than I would. But yes, I would love to have a complimentary back to Miles Sanders. Now, we do have Elijah Holyfield on the roster, which we don't know what he looks like. I mean, if he's anything like Travis Fulgham, give this man a chance. So we will definitely see. But shout out to everybody dropping the donations. Appreciate it. Jay Cox, Channel Mentor, says, does anybody know where I can get a all-white Eagles hat with the old logo? I'm gonna have to look that up for you, my guy, but I would love that too. And at the end of the day, the reason I don't be wearing my normal Eagle hats, I got 3 Eagle hats right here. No, they're downstairs, but it's a green screen. This is a green screen, and if I wear a green hat, which all Eagles are, I got a green and white one. I got a green and white Eagle hat with the old logo. So maybe I'm gonna show you what my Eagle hat looked like before the end of the stream, Jay Koch. It's a green and white, green in the back. It's white in the front, but the brim is green. No, it just says the old style Eagles. The logo's on the back. The old style, but I can't wear these because they go right with the green screen. So I need a black Eagles hat and the gray one. But shout out to my guy real quick, Joseph Vega with the $2 super chat. Happy birthday, Mike. You took my wrench. I want pits. What? I took your wrench? I don't know how your wrench disappeared, but I got you. I can't get you right now because my phone is downstairs, and StreamYard does not allow you to do it from their app. But I will 100%. The next stream I do, actually, after the stream, check it. You will have a wrench. Shout out to everybody in the building. Art says I'll be 53 in May. So shout out to you, my guy. Appreciate it. Jason coming in with the man. We should keep Jordan Howard. I bet you that is the new coaching staff. He'll be great again. Again, you got to understand. Yeah, I mean that 7, 8, 9, 10 week shoulder, whatever he had, was demoralizing. But at the end of the day, do we remember what Jordan Howard was for the Bears? The dude came in the league when Zeke came in the league, and he was second to Ezekiel Elliott on all stats throughout 3 years. The dude is a bruiser. The dude is an every down back. The dude is a monster. Use him right. First of all, how the heck can any running back survive? How can any running back survive, including Miles Sanders, if you get him the ball 8 times? For real, though? 8 times? Stop it. You need to run the ball. A balanced attack will not only help the running back, it will help the quarterback. It will help the offensive line. It will help everybody. My grandmother will be happy. Everybody's happy. Just run the ball. Come on now. Jason Wall said, I can't wait to come on here and wake you guys up to the fact that Howie isn't bad on. You know what? We 39 minutes in. We about to do the call in. I'm going to put the link in the description, and I want to hear you guys. First of all, it's my birthday. Shout out to everybody coming through. Murder Music said, Mike, we should take Pitts at 6 if he's there. Shout out to Murder Music. He was huge on Chase Claypool last year, and we can't miss out on something like that. Nick said, I'd rather take Rashawn Slater over Swell. Check out his highlights. He's the man that handled Chase Young. Yes, played him twice and put him on his back. Appreciate you. Eagle Eyes Landon said, fanatics.com. I ain't mad at the game. Philly 52 said, would you be mad if we take Justin Fields. I hate to say it, but I want him. He's nice. He's really nice. I even my brother's a Jets fan, right? My brother is a fan of the Jets, and he wants Zach Wilson, but he's kind of like, I wouldn't really be mad if they take a Justin Fields though, because he just likes his game. He got that Kyler Murray in him where he can run, but he also can pass the ball. Nice. Here we go. We're gonna pin this. Dang, I can't pin it, and my phone is dead. Hold up. I have to go to YouTube real quick to pin this. We're gonna pin it. I want to hear y'all. Somebody come, you know what I mean? Let me know. Come through. It only takes a cell phone. You can take your camera off. You can put your camera on. You can do whatever you want. You can show your face. You can hide your face. Do what you got to do. All I'm saying is come through and spit that fire. Where you going? Come through and spit that fire. My wife wants to go to Giant. See, it's my birthday because I'm doing this with you guys. She's like, I'm leaving. I'm just kidding. Shout out to my wife and all the kids. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I do this thing on here, you know, and she take care of business. So I appreciate her 100%. Let's get it, though. We got my first guy in here, channel member in the building. Let me know if the comment is pinned. Let me know if the comment is pinned. I think I did it. We got my guy, Vic 3 in the building. Let's go. What's going on in your mind? What? Speak your mind.
Good? What's good? Happy birthday. Let me start off with that. Let's go. Let's go. Happy birthday, my God. The big 3-0.
Yeah, it's all right. I woke up. Listen, again, I drank a lot last night. I woke up today like I feel it in my back.
You're going to get that a lot more. I'm telling you, I told you. 30 goes by fast, man. Enjoy it. You have kids, you know what I'm saying? You got a life going for you. You're doing good on the YouTube. I wish you nothing but success and happiness, man. Happy birthday. The best wishes to you.
Appreciate you, my guy. So let me ask you, like we see what's going on with the Eagles. We see the restructuring. You know, we see a lot of things they're doing. Some people want to part ways with the older guys, and some people want to keep them. I think you have to walk the line with that. I think there are guys who need to be gone, but I do believe to give Jalen Hurts the best chance to succeed, you got to put some people around him. You can't just give up a bunch of nobodies, you know. So what is your take on how we are going this offseason?
Well, we got a new coach. Howie is Howie. I think, you know what I'm saying, this for the most part, I mean, this is kind of like 2017, but we don't have the expectations as we did before. You know what I mean? We got a young quarterback in here. No one really knows. I feel like right now the organization, I said it before, they look at him as a stopgap for now. This is Jalen Hurts' audition year. This is his audition year. If he does great, there's a possibility that next year when we go in the first round, we'll ignore the quarterback position again. But if he has an okay season, I'm thinking they're going to pull the trigger on the quarterback next year. They're not going to wait around again to waste 2 more years on an unknown, commodity. They wasted so much time with Wentz, and we traded him, and we really got nothing much for him. So we don't want to make that same mistake again.
Unless he does enough to get us the first round, then we'll feel a little bit better about that. But let me ask you this: your take? Would you have traded Wentz with everything floating around him?
It all depends because I don't know what would he get in return. That's what all depends on. What were we offered in return? Apparently, the best we got was what is it, a 2nd round pick,
3rd round pick this year, and possible 1st round pick if he does equal to Philip. If they get to the playoffs or he plays 13 out of the 16 games or something like that, 17 games
for a 3rd round pick, then it wasn't worth it. I'm sorry. If it wasn't, I thought it was a 2nd round pick. I'm like, you can get by, but if it was a 3rd round pick, then it wasn't worth it.
It's a 3rd round pick this year, and it's a 2nd round pick next year, but it can turn to a 1st if he either gets close to the playoffs or plays 75% of the games.
And that's probably what made the deal go through, that 1st round pick for next season. And with the Colts, their defense and Carson playing the way he was, pretty much guaranteed we're going to get that first round pick.
Exactly. If
You know what I
Carson
mean? We
Wentz,
basically gave. No,
if
no, go
Carson
ahead.
Wentz can play C plus level football with that coach surrounding cast, see, that's the thing. We didn't surround him with a nice cast. He gets that cast in Indianapolis. They should get to the playoffs. It's an AFC is top heavy, but they don't have the NFC is when you look at like good teams, there's better teams there's better teams in the NFC. Probably the best team in the Chiefs are in the AFC, but they're again top heavy. But the bottom part of the playoff, they can slip in easy.
Well, with the NFC, well, with the AFC, now with the Chiefs losing, I think there's a power structure there. There's a loss because the Chiefs aren't guaranteed to be the top now. You got the Colts that can move in there. There's other teams that can slide in there. The Chiefs aren't guaranteed no more. They're not looked at as the dominant team anymore. Last year, it looked like they were playing at their own pace. When they wanted to come into a game and play their best, they did, and they caught up to them. You've seen it. And this year, they just dropped, I believe it's the right and left tackles. So they're coming into this season with a lot of question marks on their offensive line. So I'm not going to think of the Chiefs as the number one team in AFC. Now the
I,
Bills, that's a team we got to look out about, at least for the AFC. The Bills are the team to beat now, I believe.
but like I said, when you think of the AFC, you think of again the Bills, possibly the Ravens, and maybe the Chiefs. And after that, it's like, yeah, they're okay. When you look at the NFC, you now let's be honest, the Saints probably fall off without Drew Brees. But prior to this year, you talk about the Saints, the Bucks, the Packers, there's the Rams, if they're right, and especially with now new quarterback Matthew Stafford over there with that defense, there's like five or six or seven teams I'm like, watch out for. When in the AFC, it's like you got three. All the rest are just like playing with each other.
Yeah, the NFC is going to be a very, very strong conference. You got the NFC West. They're building up over there. We don't know what the
San
situation
Fran,
with Russell
Seattle,
Wilson is.
exactly.
Yeah, we don't know what the situation with Russell Wilson is, but if he stays, that's going to be a good conference. I mean, they're going to be good. We got the NFC East. Washington is let's say what it is. Washington is the team to beat in the NFC race right now. Dallas
They get a
and Giants.
quarterback, and that actually puts them in the mix because the defense is dirty, receiving game is dirty. They got an offensive line. They do everything well. And shout out to Antonio Gibson. Let me give my quick shout out to Gate City Sports Channel who did a video on him in the off season when we were thinking about possibly drafting him. He went to Washington, but he's a baller. So they got everything besides a quarterback. And if Tyler Heineke, and I didn't want to show you guys this because it's early, but again, the best way to get over a hangover is take another beer. But if Heineke can
Facts, that's gems right there.
facts.
Listen, about Washington, the one thing I will say is we need to be careful because a lot of people are looking at this kid Trey Lance and they're thinking that he's pretty good. And I have a feeling that he's going to drop to Washington. And if he does with that defense, we're not prepared. We're not prepared to stop him. Right now, we're looking at maybe third, fourth best in our own division. Now, this year, everything solely depends on Jalen Hurts and how he performs.
I would agree with that. Before I let you go, because we got other people in here, shout out to my guy, channel member in the building, Vic3. If you guys see the Vic3 who comments all the time, this is the face to the name. You know what I mean? I want to ask you this. You were one of the guys who were arguing with me and a lot of people saying that we're going to go only 9-7 at best, blah, blah, blah. And we got 4 wins. So you were more right than wrong when it comes to what we were saying. However, one of the biggest things the Eagles been dealing with was injuries. Again, I don't believe we are going to be like a Super Bowl contender, but if Jalen Hurts is who we think he is, and if the Eagles stay healthy, you got to think we're better than a 4-win team. What is your take early? We don't even know who we're drafting yet, but where would you mark us in 2021?
Right now, honestly, I'll give them at 8-8. We don't know. We're just in the middle, 8-8. We might surprise a lot of teams. We don't know what Hurts has. You know what I'm saying? We only got 3 games, so we don't know what this new coaching staff can do with him. We don't know what this team looks like. And the other thing is, no one else knows what this team's like, so that might benefit us.
Yeah, man, a lot of unknowns. I agree with you. I will put the benchmark at 8-8. 8-8 could be successful for Jalen Hurts because, again, it's how we win and how we lose. If we lose in the sense that Jalen Hurts threw 5 picks, well, that's on him. But if the dude has a 4-touchdown game and he loses, that's something that, as a rebuilding team, you can say, wow, we lost. We're happy. Fix the defense. We'll be better. You know what I mean? Something along them
Yeah.
lines.
And that's why I say Jalen Hurts is a stopgap. Like, this is a year that they're saying rebuilding. This is a judgment year. We're trying to figure out what our team is and where we're going to go in the future, what our defense is looking like, what our offense is looking at. So, like I said, this is Jalen Hurts' opportunity to prove himself. If he wants to be an NFL quarterback and he wants to stay with the Philadelphia Eagles, he needs to prove himself this season. And that's a lot for a second-year quarterback, but it is what it is.
Correct. And remember, we don't get the 5th-year option with him. So if we decide to pay him, we got only a couple years left to figure that out. But hey, shout out to my guy Victory. Like I said, great contributor to the Philly Talk podcast. We got to get the channel member live stream on where I don't have to rush you all. We just chop it up because you be always spitting that fire. I appreciate it. Guys said we were going to win 9 games at the most last year. Everybody was coming out of his neck, 10 plus, including me. And well, I'm quiet now.
One more point I like to bring up. Last year, I also talked about Zach Ertz. That was a point of contention between me and you. You thought Zach should stay. I already told you he was worth the 1st or 2nd round pick last year. Now we'll be lucky to get a 5th for him.
Correct.
Everybody's going crazy for this kid out of Florida, Pitts. Understand this. We've got Goddard. If you have Pitts and he performs well, and you have Goddard and he performs well, who are you paying? You got to think about these things logically. We're not going to go for Pitts in the draft. Although a lot of people want him, that's not going to be our pick.
So you have no contentions of playing him on the outside.
He's not going to play on the outside. He's going to stay as a tight end. If he's best at being a weapon at tight end, why are you going to move him to the open field of a receiver? So he's going to be just another random receiver?
Again,
if he's best at tight end and he's dominating at tight end, you leave him at a tight end.
True, and you came in with the perception of, listen, it's not that we do not like Zach Ertz, it's the fact of the matter, and at the end of the day, you were right. We went from possible for a top pick to a low pick, but hey, Victory, my man always spits fire. We need to get you on a nice little 45-minute, hour-long one. We gonna do that with the top channel members. Appreciate you for coming through, my guy.
I appreciate you and happy birthday, man. Enjoy it.
You already know, my guy. Peace.
All right, peace.
Real quick, shout out to my guy Kevin Bacon with the 2. I repeat, $2.99 super chat. He said, happy birthday, soldier. You already know, my guy. Appreciate you 100%. We're going to try to make these more quicker because that was very long, but he's a channel member. He deserves it. Let's get it going. I'm going to give my next guy. We're going to go quicker with these. But let's get the next guy in. We're going to go quicker. What's going on, Philly brother?
Yo, what's going on, man?
How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. See, first I want to ask you, what do you think about that linebacker out of Notre Dame? I can't say his name, man. It's hard to say. Kumama Walla or whatever his name is.
Yeah. I like him.
Have you seen? I think he's better than Micah Parsons. Have you seen this man? He hits like Brian Dawkins. He was hitting the wind. He was knocking the soul out of people. I could not believe. I think he's and he covers. If you watch his thing, Micah Parsons, they barely show anything of him covering. He's just like a downhill runner linebacker. This guy was covering. He was covering receivers. He was covering slot. He was covering everybody. Running backs, he was doing it all. I don't know why they got him like down so far. What do you think?
I would say. Are you watching the video still? I can hear my echo in the background.
Yeah, you can hear me. Is that
I
better?
can hear you perfectly. Yeah, it's better. There you go.
All right, that's because I had you on the radio.
That's what's up. I will say, listen, again, if it comes to Michael Parsons is a very special guy when it comes to blitzing the quarterback and playing downhill. As you said, Michael Parsons is not a guy who likes to cover. He's suspect in that area. I'm not saying he can't get better. But the guy you're talking about from Notre Dame, he's definitely better at covering. I will not say he's able to to sniff out the offense like Micah Parsons, but you gotta put it all in perspective. As a linebacker, you want somebody who can do, especially with the league going to passing first, you want somebody who can do both. And so I think overall he might be able to give the Eagles something we don't have. Micah Parsons is very special. He can be a guy, he could be a linebacker who legitimately gets double-digit sacks, and that's where you're going to use him.
Yeah, but I think we need a linebacker that can cover. That was the problem because Nathan Gary used to sniff out the run. He used to be that, but he couldn't cover nobody. And I wanted to say a few things of what Vic 3 was saying. So I think the Eagles are going to take Kyler Pitts for a lot of reasons, because a lot of the problems is, when's the last time Howie Roseman drafted somebody in the first round that actually meant something? Like, you got to think about this. So if he takes Jamar Chase, we also have all these other receivers on our team. That last year, the only reason they probably weren't any good was because Doug Peterson wanted to leave. He didn't care whether he got fired. Carson Wentz was a crybaby and didn't want no competition. Like, we had all this all this diva stuff going on. And one thing you're forgetting, and people are forgetting, is we got an X factor. We got Marquise Goodwin, who didn't play last year, who has a lot of reason to play. He's still young. He wants a big contract. Jalen Reagor is tired of people talking about how he didn't do good. He's a first-round bust. I think he's better than what he showed last year. So if you think about it, if they take Kyler Pitts, right, and they draft him, you got Reagor on the outside, Goodwin on the outside, that they can keep. But I think they're going to get rid of Ertz if they take Kyler Pitts. Now, if they take Jamar Chase, they're going to keep Zach Ertz, and they're going to keep him because they're going to try to get him. He's going to play good because he's mad, and now he's like, "Oh, I had one bad season. What about all the seasons I did good?" Then when it's time, to trade, when it comes up halfway through the season, that's when they'll get better value for him. So that's what Philly's going to do. But honestly, I think that Philly would be idiotic to take Jamar Chase because you got Hightower, you got Reagor, you got Quez Watkins, you got Marquise Goodwin. That is a way good enough wide receiver core for us to deal with. We don't want Jamar Chase. I don't want him. I think he's lazy. And you asked me about that. You did ask me about that. Hold on. Listen, I've seen multiple films. I've listened to multiple people, including Stephen A. Smith, saying the biggest problem with Jamar Chase is, yes, he can catch the ball. Yes, he goes up and catches the ball. But do you watch him when the play doesn't involve him? He doesn't give hardly no effort. He came out and literally said he doesn't like the block. He don't want to hurt himself. He doesn't want to block. So that means you give the ball to the running back and it goes to his side. He's not going to block. We've already had receivers like that before, Mike.
Let me just say this though. Hold on. I will say his blocking in college was lackluster, but when it mattered, there are plays, and I'm going to point this out because I know a lot of people's big thing is that Jamar Chase don't block. This man has legit crucial blocks. The dude is a physical specimen at the receiver position where he is big enough to put somebody on their butt. What I'm trying to say is, so I think he might have in his head, he takes off plays. That got to change. You can't have that in Philly. But let me just say this about Jamar Chase. I do believe in the wide receiving core. I think Reagor's going to have a better season. But again, it's like I can believe. I believe in God. I believe that one day I'm going to get rich, but yet I haven't got rich yet. So I can believe in a lot of things. I still got to see it. And Jamar Chase is a dog. Listen, you can quote me on this one. Jamar Chase is going to follow a career like Julio Jones. They're different receivers. I'm just saying he's going to be that guy that is always mentioned. He might not be number one every year, but he's always going to be like, well, you can't forget about Jamar Chase. Well, he missed a couple games, but he's going to be that guy. I think
Devontae Smith is going to be way better, bro. Way better. His separation from the first move off the line is ridiculous. He like literally blows by. Like, he is amazing. Like, his separation. So look, this is how the Eagles are going to end up, right? because people are like, optimism takes you so far, but the truth will set you free, right, Mike? That's what you say. So if the part of the problem with why we were so bad last year, besides people being divas and our coach not giving a damn, we should have won Cincinnati game. We could have beat the Steelers. We should have beat the Steelers. We were beating them. We should have beat the Ravens. Yo, there was a whole bunch of games. We should have beat Washington, at least the first one. We were up by 17. We dominated them the first half. You get what I'm saying? So, listen.
The team's not as far off as people think, is what you're saying.
Yeah, people are saying, oh, we're trash. Oh, listen. If the Eagles' offensive lineman, if Lane Johnson and all them stay healthy this year and don't get hurt like last year, if Brooks don't go down, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be way different.
I agree.
Like I say, the Eagles are going to go 11-5 if the offensive line stays healthy. Listen, Marquise Goodwin. Remember, I said this. Quote you this: Marquise Goodwin. If they let him start as a wide receiver under Sirianni's offense, he's going to have 1,000 yards. I guarantee you.
Ooh.
Guarantee.
He's never had 1,000 yards in his career, though.
It's a first time for everything. You got to remember. Hold on, though, Mike. You got to remember. Like you said the other day on one of your streams or whatever, a lot of people don't realize that the NFL they come in and it's not just, oh, they worry about the game. Some of them worry about other things like AB will show up in a Lamborghini or something out of the game. These young players aren't used to that. So Marquise Goodwin, you know his story about the miscarriages, about his wife. He doesn't have that problem
He's a worker.
He's
a worker. He's definitely a worker. You're going to get his best every game. He knows what's at stake. I agree. That all plays a part in football too. So listen, Marquise Goodwin had a year where he was coming out as a guy, but it ended with injury. So if we have him on a roster, I'm optimistic. I think he could be more than a speed guy. I agree 100% with you. But listen, I got a lot of people in here. I got to get going. Right. Give me your last quick thoughts, and I'm going to let you go.
The Eagles are going to go 11-5 if the offensive line stays healthy. Marquise Goodwin's going to have 1,000 yards. I think Miles Sanders with the offensive line with Jalen Hurts, he's going to have 1,000 yards. I'm not saying we're going to the Super Bowl because it's going to depend on a lot of things, but how we reboot 2017. I'm telling you, I told Philly 500 this. Remember how he just hit everything on 2017 and it didn't look good, but then it just ended up being right? He's going to do it again to keep his job. Watch. It's going to happen. I see it. Nobody, hold on, one more thing before you go. Nobody can't say what or how we're going to do because you don't even know. You can't sit here and say, oh, this is the offense we're going to do. This is what we're going to look like. Oh, this is a defense we're running because you don't know. No, they haven't came out and showed you or said nothing. Therefore, first 3 games of the season, we have an advantage because it's going to take teams about 3 games to catch up to us. So we could go 3-0 real quick if Hurts and everybody plays right?
And I would greatly appreciate it 3-0 because I am now 3-0, 30. So shout out to you, my guy. So I'll take
Mike. Happy birthday, brother. Have a good night,
my guy. Appreciate you. Hey, real quick, shout out to my guy AK Eagles 88 with the 5. I repeat, $5 super chat, and my guy became a member of the Philly Talk Podcast membership. He said, no words, bro. You already know. And I know. It's all Eagles all day, 24/7. 100%. Let's get my next guy on here. We will go faster. I keep saying that, but I promise now. Jason Wall, the myth, the man, the legend. What's going on, Jason Wall? Let me go ahead. Tell me why. I'm going to go from your last comment. Tell me why Jeff Lurie and Howie Roseman will be the determinant factor of the Eagles getting better, and we will keep them around. Go ahead. Your mic is muted.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. So here's the thing. Let me give me 1 second here so I can pull up my notes because I want to make sure I get this right.
Oh, my man got the notes out.
All right. So here's my thing. Let me start it this way. How come when reports come out about Carson Wentz, we immediately don't believe them and we think that the reporters are full of crap. But as soon as something comes out about Howie Roseman, in his little arguments or whatever, and his trash talk with Lane Johnson, we automatically believe those reports.
True. I can't
know,
discredit that.
and let me tell you why I don't really believe these reports, or at least I feel like they're exaggerated. Okay, because all of these guys are restructuring to help out our team.
That shows love.
And the players don't have to do this.
Correct.
With Doug and Carson gone, that makes me believe that the evil two-headed monster.
Two-headed what? I think we lost him. You good, Jason?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Go ahead. The
Okay.
two-headed monster?
Yeah, the evil two-headed monster of Laurie and Roseman, okay, is a sentiment that's shared amongst our fan base, but I don't really think that, when you see these restructures, it's not really shared amongst the players because they don't have to restructure. You know what I mean? They're doing this to help make the team better, which means they still believe in the team. They believe in the ownership. They believe in Roseman, And here's the thing. We talk about the negatives about Howie Roseman's drafts, right? Like you want to point out J.J. Arcega-Whiteside versus D.K. Metcalf and all that. But let's not forget that right before D.K. Metcalf, who was the draft pick in the second round, was Miles Sanders.
True.
That was a hit. What about Dallas Goedert?
Let me ask you this question.
Okay.
Where would you grade Howie Roseman in the scale of the 32 GMs then?
Top 5. Top 5, because don't forget he's been calling shots since 2010. He only had one season under Chip Kelly where Chip Kelly was the GM and Chip Kelly destroyed the team.
I will give you that. Listen.
Well, hear me out right here. Hear me out right here about this thing, because about what I was trying to get at. What I think our real problem isn't the drafting. I think it's player development.
I will agree that we've seen players get drafted by Howie Roseman and leave and be unsuccessful, leave and be not goats, but be successful in their own way. So you do have to understand that there is a developmental process. That at the end of the day, you draft a college player, you got to translate them to the NFL. They got to do what they got to do, and that is the coaching staff.
And I think, check this out. I think that directly related to that problem is our injuries. And I think the reason why we were having injuries, not conditioning staff, okay, not necessarily medical staff, but I think what it is Doug Peterson, okay, was a player's coach, okay, and they were depending heavily on their veterans. And one thing about veteran players, practice ain't really on their top thing that they want to do, man. And I think Peterson and his staff allowed for veteran-friendly camps and practices and stuff, and that's why we were getting injured so much. We had entire position groups getting taken out, and the only time we saw our younger guys getting better is when they had no choice but to play them.
This is what I will say against Howie. Listen, I credit this man hit the guy underneath me. You see him. He's holding his breath. The guy hit everything on the nail in 2017, and I credit him hugely, but he did it via free agency. I think Howie Roseman, when it comes to making your cap fit, guy's a legend. When it comes to actually trading for the guy at the right time, the guy can get it done. I believe his ability to assess young talent is questionable, and I do.
Okay. I'm going to give you
real quick.
Okay, I'm sorry.
He definitely hit on some guys. I'm not going to lie about that as well. But I just think that he missed more than he hit. I believe that the best teams in the NBA and the NFL get better by the draft. And here's my biggest thing. Howie is the guy who I love it as an Eagle fan. solely talking about the logo, I love it because he's a master manipulator. He will spin the narrative of the media to make it seem like that. However, I think it's hard for guys to trust him when he's so master manipulative. So it's better for the Eagles. It's hard. It's hard to be around as a player, and so I'm always nervous about guys saying, you know what, I want to go to the Eagles because of this. You know what I mean? So, and again,
Right.
I could be wrong. It's only my opinion, but at the end of the day,
Well,
I think Howie still has to answer for some of the things he's done
well,
because as a GM, you are the sole moneymaker and
I
and
listen.
contributor to the Eagles.
Listen,
Right.
Mike, I agree with that, but here's something that I think that we're going to see, okay? Since I believe the problem was player development, okay, Sirianni and his staff, that's what they're known for is player development.
Correct.
So I think not only is they going to help the new young guys that come in, but some of these guys that we think that people are accusing of being busts, like Rager, maybe even like like a Davion Taylor, Sean Raleigh, some of these younger guys, maybe even JJ, are going to come in, and Sirianni's going to focus on the development of these players, and a lot of these players that you thought were busts that made Howie look bad are going to all of a sudden be better. Not only that, but they've got a guy in Jalen Hurts who players just love. They love his work ethic. They love how he is. His confidence bleeds over into other guys, man. And as much as Carson was a nice guy, he just wasn't that leader, man.
Yeah. Listen, before I let you go, because we do got a lot of people in the background waiting. Hey, I appreciate you 100%, Jason. And you made some great points. And here's my last final take. If the Eagles hit the draft, if the Eagles go to the playoffs this year and a consensus rebuilding year where everybody thinks we're trash, that will be credited to Howie Roseman. And I'm sold on him past that.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm trying to say. I think it's going to be a huge surprise, man, because we're really not that far off from being a good team, and our division is still trash, man. Our division is still trash. It's completely conceivable that we could come out and surprise hit the gate where people don't have that. See, 2017 for Carson, he surprised the league. They didn't have a whole bunch of film on him, and he took that big leap in 2017 because that's when he was really hitting it hard in the offseason.
Yeah,
You see
I hear
Hurts
you.
doing this. You see Hurts doing the same thing, man. And he's going to come. I think he's going to come in. I think you're going to see an incredible amount of growth with him when it comes to running his plays and running Sirianni's offense. I think you're going to see a lot of drag routes, and a lot of quick passing routes and stuff like that. That's going to get the ball out of Hurts' hand quick, allow him to make 1-2 reads. They're going to have a kind of a running offense where it's going to be similar to the Arizona Cardinals, where you're not going to know if the ball is going to be in Miles Sanders' hands or Jordan Howard's hands or Jalen Hurts' hands.
Facts. I hear you.
And
I
if we
think
took Pitts, which obviously I like Waddle, but if we were to take Pitts, who is from Philly, by the way, but if we were to take Pitts and we got him and Goddard, and you can also slide Pitts into the outside and stuff. This guy is like a supersized version of T.O., man.
Hey, I agree 100%. But hey, appreciate you for coming on. I got a lot
Happy
of people
birthday,
back
my
there.
brother.
Hey, happy birthday. Thank you. Appreciate it 100%. I'll catch you on the next one, my guy.
Real quick. So did I at least make you think about it?
You made me think that I'll give Howie to the draft.
There you go. Now, if I'm right, don't forget Jay Stradamus said it first.
You already know, my guy. I'll shout you out. 100.
All right, my brother.
Be easy. All right, we're gonna go quicker. I always say this, but I promise we're gonna go quicker. We can't have this too much longer because my wife is gonna kill me. So we're gonna go quicker. Sorry that I'm not trying to treat the other people different than the other first couple guys on, but we're gonna go quicker. Let me get my guy in the building. Ethan E-Dog, what's going on with you?
Hey, Mike, what's up? Happy birthday, dude.
You already know. Let's go.
I just want to apologize in advance if I sound, nervous at all during this entire thing. I've never done this sort of thing before, so I apologize if I sound nervous in the background.
Man, I'm drinking a beer. I don't know nothing. Anyways, I appreciate you. Look, listen. So the Eagles have been a lot lackluster than the Philadelphia. Shh, 1 second, Pop. And my son up here. Lackluster when it comes to like the Philadelphia 76ers, but what is your Eagles take on where we are at this offseason?
I mean, we've got a bad roster right now. I mean, I feel like we could be better if Howie Roseman actually makes the right moves. And here's the thing, I don't hate Howie. I think he makes fairly good moves and some bad moves. He did build a Super Bowl winning team, and he did make a pretty bad team a couple years later. But he has his moments. I feel like he deserves one more chance to be a great GM for us. And if he fails, I feel like that's when his fate should be determined in Philly. And as far as our offense goes, I mean, our receivers, they're not very high. And I felt like we gave up on Carson Wentz a little bit too early. After he sustained so many injuries, I feel like he should have gotten one more chance under a new head coaching system, kind of like Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons with the Sixers, and the Phillies with Joe Girardi and the other guys too.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of seeing somebody be good, seeing somebody be bad, and realizing, is it more than just their talent? So I'm a big fan of what? Don't get rid of Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. I got to see him under a new coach, which I love what I've seen since then. And so I'm a big fan of that. And it is sad we didn't get to see it. But at the end of the day, I'm not saying the reports are true. But at the end of the day, there's been much talk about Carson Wentz not wanting to play here no more. Much talk about his decision making in a sense of just not even decided to listen to what the coach says. And if you can't listen to the coach, I understand you feel yourself being like a legit player, but come on, man. I know I've been working at my job for 10 years. I know what to do. But if my boss tells me something, I got to do it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I might even say, well, I know something better, but I just shut the heck up and go to work. You know what I mean? So it's like,
yeah,
I'm not saying they're true, but by hearing that, you have to feel some type of way in the sense that Jalen Hurts is just going to put in the work. I'm not saying he's as gifted as Wentz when it comes to certain things of their game. I'm not saying he's better or worse. We will find out in 2021.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. And we do owe Jalen Hurts a chance. He didn't really have that much big of a chance last year. He only played 4 games. And I feel like it's too early to give an opinion on how we could be in the NFL right now as a starting quarterback. This year's his chance. And we just need to see how he does, depending on how Howie gets players this free agency, trades, and who he drafts in April. I feel like we just need to be a little bit more optimistic on who we can get, and Howie's fate should be decided after this coming season. Everything.
Hey, exactly. I think at the end of the day, Howie's here for another year. So we can say fire Howie as much as we want, but we're just, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He's here. So good, bad, ugly, sad. We will find out what happens this draft and this season. I think good keeps him around. Bad, ugly, sad keeps him. We'll get him out of here. So we will get one thing we like as we see our Eagles suffer. So I think we have to wait and see. There's no use of crying over milk that is already spilled. Just clean it up, and we'll go about our business after that. And I agree. You got to give these guys, everybody, a chance. It's a brand new team. This team could be freaking very good, or it could be very bad, or we could be middle of the pack type team. We have to see.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Ethan, I appreciate you, my guy, E-Dog in the building. My man comes through every stream, from the Eagles to the Sixers. Appreciate you, my guy, for saying happy birthday to me. I'm going to let you go. And, I'm going to be back 6:30 tonight. Spurs, Sixers. You already know the vibes.
Thanks for letting me in, Mike. I'll be tuning into that Sixers stream later. And happy birthday, dude.
Appreciate you 100. All right. We're going to get my guy Big Play Slay. Listen, I see you in the background. I'm sorry. We're going to go quicker. We get my guy Big Play Slay in the building. He's a Laker fan.
How's it going, bud? Happy birthday, man.
Appreciate you. I had to let everybody know that you're Philly only on the football side. When it comes to basketball, you moved to LA.
I'm more of like a LA guy, but it's okay.
Hey, but listen, at the end of the day, as long as your football team is the Eagles, I appreciate you.
If I still got that Philly blood in me, always got the respect on my back. So,
facts. I like the picture. Nick Sirianni looking like he's about to draw up something.
Yeah, I had to change it up a little. But what you want to talk about, Mike?
So give me your take since you got the Nick Sirianni picture. Give me your take on Nick Sirianni and what you think he can make this offense look like under Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, see, my whole thing with Nick Sirianni is that he seems like this guy. You know, Matt LaFleur in Green Bay. See, the thing with these two is that I feel like what Nick Sirianni came into is that he's supposed to help develop this Jalen Hurts to like simplify the offense for him, to not make it harder for Jalen Hurts. And that's the whole thing with what they were trying to do with Wentz. And Wentz really didn't like this and stuff. So he had to get out of Philly. And I don't know why he did it. But yeah.
So dude, are you more on a team Hurts will succeed or Hurts will fail?
Oh, Hurts will fail. Hurts will fail. I'm sorry, but when you have a general manager like Howie Roseman, who's mismanaging and colliding with players, and you're trying to develop a quarterback in the span of 1 or 2 years, how do you come in here and act like you're going to succeed with all this negativity, all this bashing going around, all this yelling, this chaos in Philadelphia? And look at Carson Wentz. I mean, the guy got out of Philly because the team was mismanaging. Howie Roseman was mismanaging the team. He kept overpaying, overspending for guys. He used it against Wentz and Peterson.
So you think Jalen Hurts will fail more on the lines of Howie Roseman's management, other than his talent?
Well, I think Hurts has immense amount of talent. My computer fell, but I think he has immense amount of talent. He can definitely be fixed. He's going to have he's going to have a better.
Hold on. Let me fix. What do you mean by fix? Like,
like you know how Jason Wall said his growth is going to be better. He's going to develop this pocket passing type of game where he can call his shots at the play, kill some plays, drop some of his own plays, stuff like that.
Knowledge of the game.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Like his knowledge of the game and reading defenses.
Yeah. He's going to read a lot of defenses better. Yeah, I think Jalen Hurts has immense amount of talent. Like I said, his pocket passing capability is definitely better than Wentz's. Wentz tried killing plays. Hurts seems like this kid where he sees defenses uniquely. With Hurts, you have a running quarterback morely, and then his pocket passing capabilities is a lot better than what people give him for. They bash him because he doesn't have an arm. He doesn't have the arm talent like Josh Allen, guys like Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, all those guys. He doesn't have that arm talent, but at least the guy knows what he sees. He sees things and he takes off. And he sees things better than a lot of quarterbacks. And that's what I like about him. But there's a lot of things with Jalen Hurts where he misses a lot of reads. He doesn't fully go through his progressions and takes off at a certain amount of times. I just don't like all that.
Yeah. I mean, I think he's getting noticed as a more of a scrambling quarterback, which could be good and bad at the same time. I believe that a guy like Jalen Hurts, who puts in the work, who tries to improve his craft, I believe what you see in this offseason is a guy who will thrive, and especially a city like Philadelphia, the underdog city. I think he's better a better passer than people give him credit for. I'm not saying the guy is a GOAT passer, but what I will say is I believe he's able to give his man a chance. As we've seen in the Cardinals game, he gave an old man piano on the back, Alshon Jeffrey, a chance multiple times. He's not willing to undercut his receivers. He says, "You're a receiver. I trust you. Go get it." And I believe it's only going to get better. And his decision making when it comes to being decisive, when to run and when not, will get better. I think he does miss out on his first reads a couple times or second reads because of that. But we will see. But hey, big play, Slay. Appreciate you for coming through.
Yeah, can I say a couple more, like one more thing? Yeah, see, with Wentz, and Hurts, I think Hurts fits Nick Sirianni's offense much better than Wentz fits Nick's offense. See, with Nick Sirianni, he simplifies the offense so fundamentals and skills can take over, talent takes over. And with Hurts' capabilities of running, scrambling, and all those type of things, Hurts will have a lot of good things next year, and it's going to get better from here. So,
all right. I appreciate you,
Mike. You're getting old right now, man. You're getting old on us.
I'm getting old, but I ain't gonna stop the YouTube videos. We gonna keep it moving. You know what I mean? Appreciate you, my guy. Big play, Slay. Hey, I'm gonna catch you in the Sixers stream, even though I know you're the Lakers fan. You know what I mean?
Have a good one, bud.
You too, my guy. Peace. All right. We got my guy. Big play Slay coming through. And we're going to try to be quicker with these, but here we go. Kashan's Kitchen. What's going on?
Hey, what's going on, man? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clearly.
All right, good. Happy birthday. Happy born day to you, too. Wanted to say happy birthday, big dog.
Appreciate it. So, speak your mind. What we doing?
Now, I'm sitting in the car. I'm about to take off. I just wanted to come on and I wanted to say that I think that Hurts is going to succeed immensely. Like, I think a lot of people are doubting the strength of the grind and having mental toughness. Like, this boy, he's been waiting for this moment. I think this boy is going to do really, really well, man. And I'm torn between the pick because I want them to get the tight end, the Pitts kid. But I also want them to get the dog on the outside too with Jamar Chase because the whole thing is out of your time, my guy, because I know you got to get through. But the whole thing is this: like, if I knew for sure Jalen Rager or Hightower was gonna
take off,
I could go with that. But that Pitts kid, man, the mismatches, and then in that offense with the coach and then with the running back, you know what I'm saying? You can let Miles loose now. Like, I think Jalen going to do great, man. And I just can't wait. I'm taking all bets, too. Let people know I'm taking all bets. Whatever. I'm going for it, man. Happy born day, man.
I appreciate you 100%. And you honestly are a spitted image of what I'm thinking, too. Like, I did a video a couple days ago. I don't know if you saw it about Kyle Pitts. I broke down a little bit of tape from the NFL, though. I'm not going to get credit for that. Normally, I break down my own tape, but I took that from there. I narrated over it. Kyle Pitts is nasty. But I still got Jamar Chase a little higher. Like, I'm not going to be strayed by. Listen, Kyle Pitts is getting so much steam, not just from the Eagles, but from the NFL, just worldwide. And I agree. He's a dog, 6'6", 240. You can't teach height, weight, and speed. But Jamar Chase, people are legitly forgetting how good this guy was. Justin Jefferson came in as a rookie and lit up the NFL. And I'm not saying it's going to happen with any other with multiple rookie receivers, but when Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson were there, nobody was worried about Justin Jefferson. They were worried about Jamar Chase. He's a dog. He's a problem. And I still got him a little bit higher. I know people are like, Mike.
Mike, the Pitts kid, he from Philly though, right? That's the thing too. You can't bruh. How many people want to get picked to show out for their hometown? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's certain things that'll just put a guy over the top. I'm like you. I'm torn, man. I don't give a damn. They can take either one. You know what I'm saying? Just get this offense rolling, man, and let Jalen. Yo, I just want to say this, Mike. Jalen Hurts and people doubting him. Like, I think that is gonna feed him through this. Yeah, raise the roof, brother. You ain't lying, man. So
he's definitely in an underdog city, in an underdog situation, and when you put that together, I feel like there can be big things in store for the kid. I really do. He has things he has to correct, but he's not shy of saying, I want to get better. You see him grinding in the offseason. And I'm with you. Kyle Pitts is a beast, and I don't want people in my Philly stream to be like, hey, why are you so down? No, but I just right now it's close, but I got Jamar Chase a little higher. But here's my fear. Jamar Chase might not be there, which will get me all locked in on Kyle Pitts. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, Philly native, and I even said this in my video. I said, I'm higher on Jamar Chase, but it's looking like it's lining up perfectly for Kyle Pitts. Like, I'm not going to take the story factor. Philly native, and the boy can play both. He can play a lot of positions. So
nasty, B. And one more thing, Mike, like, everybody keep people calling and they crying about Wentz. You know, Wentz didn't. We could have got one more minute with the coach. Listen, I don't want nobody that don't want to be here. Period. End of story. I don't want you. That's like if I owned a business. I'm not gonna hire somebody that don't want to work for my business. That don't make no sense. Let that man go be great wherever he gonna be get great at. Jalen going to put that work in, and he going to get the job done, man. For real. Happy birthday, my guy. Drink 1,000 beers, man. Get lit, bruh. Celebrate life, my guy.
Hey, I appreciate you 100%, and I agree in the sense of keeping Wentz, or we didn't get enough from him, or we didn't get enough for him. It comes to this. I was a defender of Wentz. This year, people call me Wentz hater because I was just my eyes. I don't close my eyes when I watch football. I watched, and he played bad. Was he put in bad situations? Yes, but he was bad. I believe the talent is good, but at the end of the day, you can only open a door. You can't push somebody through the door, and he didn't want to go through the door. If you don't want to play for Philly, at the end of the day, I look at this logo, and this is my life.
Okay,
and I love players, but everybody gets old as I'm getting older. I mean, everybody stops playing football. So this thing won't leave. It's going to be here forever. And as long as I'm alive, I'm going to be rocking it. So you don't want to play, especially with them reports coming out. It was inevitable that he had to leave.
Put him on the remix with the baby and the stallion, you know. Put him on the Crybaby remix. Let him go, B. I ain't big on it. I'm for real. I'm happy he up out of here because he didn't want to be here. I would have supported him 100% if he wanted to be here. He don't want to be here. Let him go, man. Keep the kid that want to be here and gonna put his heart into playing. Not nobody that's exactly. Mike, have a great birthday, man. I gotta get out of here, B.
Hey, appreciate you for coming on.
All right, now take care, man.
Be easy. All right. Like I said, let me know if the link is pinned. I'm still not sure if it's pinned because I did it through the computer and it normally doesn't go the way I want. So if the link is pinned, let me know. And also, feel free to call in. We're going to go quicker. We got my guy who knows football like no other watcher. Infamous 2K. And guess what? Infamous, how old are you again? You're muted.
I'm 16.
16. So expect my guy in 2026, 2025. He be coming out in the draft. Let's get him.
Hopefully. No, but look, I was even playing. I was just chilling. I'm all mad at right now, just chilling, playing a Mad Ultimate Team, and I just heard some stuff that I didn't agree with. So I just wanted to hop on here real quick. I'm not gonna make it too long, but I wanted to talk about the whole receiver argument, right? The whole receiver argument to me is stupid when it comes to we don't want Chase because we have 10 other receivers. And it comes down to the phrase that we learned since kindergarten: quality over quantity. You can have 10 receivers, but I'd rather have a Jamar Chase over 10 receivers who you don't know what they're going to be yet. I can't look at Rager and say he's going to be a top 10, top 5 receiver in the league. I can't look at Quez, and I can't look at Jamar Chase until he gets to the league and say that. But the chances of Jamar Chase being a big time receiver, like how you said, Julio, he might not be the best every year, but he's definitely going to be in the conversation. I can see that in Jamar Chase coming into the draft. I
My
don't see that in
guy.
Marquise Goodwin. I don't see that in Jalen Rager. So when it comes to the amount of receivers we have, honestly, to me, it's invalid. And the whole thing about Kyler Pitts is Dallas Goddard. It's not necessarily that I don't like Pitts, and I love him. I watched a lot of film. I was watching him before I actually found out about Chase, and the only problem I have with Pitts is we don't need a tight end. And yes, he can play receiver, but again, and I've said this multiple times, why would you take Pitts to play receiver over Chase? If you're gonna pick again, and I said this, if you're gonna pick Chase, if you're gonna pick Pitts to be a receiver over Chase, I will ride with the rest of Philly, and I'll be there, and you're gonna see a video on it, whatever it is. I'm not. You don't take a tight end to be a receiver over someone. So like Darren Waller, right? He's a top 3 tight end. He played receiver in college, got transitioned into a tight end because he was too slow to beat fast corners, but he was fast enough to beat linebackers. So my whole thing is, yeah, if he could be a Darren Waller, that would be tough. But Darren Waller was a six round pick. George Kittle was the
Exactly.
5th, and it's not if Chase and Devontae Smith are both gone at 6. By all means, you can draft back and get either defensive player. But if the problem with defensive player, and I said this again, the drop between the second round and the first round for defensive players is a lot smaller than the drop from the receivers and the offensive players in the second round. Because like that's best if depending on like our mock drafts, like fade mock draft, the best receiver will probably be Terrace Marshall or Tamarian Terry and those type of players versus the second best corner in the second round might be Asante Samuel Jr. and he's a very good corner. So I feel like if you're gonna trade back to maybe 8th, you go Pitts, and that's the only real logical reason I see us going Pitts because other than that we don't need him. And then the whole Howie Roseman thing, um, I remember the guy said something about how we don't believe the reports about Carson, but we believe the reports about Howie. To be honest, I really don't give a damn at that point. But the difference is the players came out and publicly defended Carson Wentz about these reports. Malcolm Jenkins and what's his name? Malcolm Jenkins and Chris Long. They both came out. They all these there's multiple players that you can account for that
Yeah,
came out and spoke
it's
about the
reports
reports.
coming from different angles, which makes, one report you can be denying, but multiple reports, different angles, different opinions, all spit in the same thing, makes it more realistic.
Sorry, hold on, my dad just came in. All right, yeah, that's true. So I mean, a lot of people came in and spoke about Wentz and how he was a good locker room. They didn't really have a problem with him. No one has spoke out defending Howie Roseman because no one wants to. And when it comes to a point where the players restructuring stuff, I mean, dude, I'm not gonna say any names, but I know certain players on my team that hate the head coach, but we're still gonna take a bullet and we're still gonna fight until we can win because we love the game of football more than we hate the coach. So when it comes down to that, a lot of these players like Lane Johnson, especially the veteran players, they love the fans of Philly. Zach Ertz, I'm pretty sure we can all agree, report or not, that Zach Ertz is not best friends with Howie Roseman. They don't really like each other. But the man was sitting here crying his eyes out because he's gonna miss Philly. He's gonna miss the fans. He's gonna miss playing for us. So when it comes to wanting your team to be better, you put that whatever feud you have between a coach or a GM aside to help your team out. Because at that point you're being selfish. That's why I mean I don't really care about the report, but if I had to believe it or not, I mean I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah. Hey, I agree. And when you look at the whole situation, you look at it like just like keep it in house. Like I believe Howie's a master manipulator when it comes to letting things leak. I don't know why we would let that leak. Maybe it shows that he's just like a bully, and maybe he's like, oh, Philly will love that. No, I don't know. At the end of the day, I just need him to get it right. He's at the end of his contract. Who knows what's going to happen in the future? But right now, this draft is so important to the Eagles from where they are. The cap will go up in 2022 to almost 220 million. We'll be all right then. We will have Wentz's contract off the books. But this is a very important draft. And here's my thing. Like you said, Kyle Pitts is a chess piece. You can move him around. But if you're trying to put somebody on the outside, why would you take him over Chase? Like,
Exactly.
Chase might not be there, which will make my Kyle Pitts stock rise.
Exactly.
However, like, listen, I don't just drink the Kool-Aid. Look, I know people have their opinion. I know a lot of people like Chase over anything. I mean, Pitts over anything. I understand your opinion, but as a content creator, I got to stand by my whatever I believe in, and I'm not gonna be like, "Whoa, everybody likes Chase, Pitts. I'm gonna go to the Pitts." No, I do like him, but if Chase is on the board and we do not get him, we will regret it.
And the thing that is true, 100%. Another thing is, the people who say that Kyle Pitts is what do you call it? The reason why they mainly want him, and the reason why they don't want Chase is because the blocking. Kyle Pitts is not a great blocker tight end himself, so you can't use that vendetta about Chase being a bad blocker and only blocking when he wants to. When if you look at the tape, he's a below average blocker when it comes to him. And real quick, I want to just before I head out of here because I'm starting to lose my man again, so I have to regain my focus a little bit. But
hold on. Give me the time left, what quarter it is, who are you, and who are you playing?
Well, I don't play like regs. I play Ultimate Team, and I'm obviously the Eagles, and I'm playing the Giants. Believe it or not, it's fourth quarter with 53 seconds left. It's my ball, and I'm down by a 6.
Oh,
but I'm in the 30. I'm on their 30, so I got 2 timeouts. So I should have been team. But real quick, I've been named by like my personal friends, obviously, but I've been named a Jalen Hurts hater, and let me just clear that up real quick. I'm not a Jalen Hurts hater, okay? Here's my I'm a, you know what? I won't say I'm a Jalen Hurts hater because I have came at him really hard. I am a scramble first quarterback hater. I don't like Lamar, just the same reason why I don't, and I just threw a pick. But the same reason why I don't like Lamar is the same reason why I don't like Jalen Hurts. Yes, they have 2 completely different games, but here's my vendetta about them, right? In college, right? And this is why I think Mac Jones from Alabama will be one of the top 3 quarterbacks coming out of the draft. I think Zach Wilson won't be that amazing because who plays BYU? But anyway, we won't get into that. But Mac Jones, the reason why I have him on my draft board being the second or third best quarterback in the draft, behind Trevor Lawrence, of course, is because if you look at his athletic ability, it's nowhere near Justin Fields or Trey Lance and all these different scrambling quarterbacks. And I feel like colleges and even high schools rely on so much on your size and your ability to run and your athleticism that they don't teach you how to play the game correctly. If you're playing, if I have 99 speed on Madden and I just throw a bunch of deep balls because I'm faster than everyone else, when you get to like playing on rookie mode till you're playing on all pro mode, that's not going to work because everyone else has 99 speed now. So now you have to actually learn how to run your routes. And I feel like quarterback coaches in college level fail to teach their quarterback how to read and not scan. I feel like they scan. They look at one person, oh, he's not there, I got to go. Because if I don't go and I don't rely on my legs, we're going to lose this game. And I feel like coaches put that in their athletic quarterback's mind. And when it comes to people like Mac Jones, whenever he gets picked, whatever round he gets picked, that team is not picking him to win games based off athleticism. When he was playing in college, they didn't win because of his athleticism. They had to win because of his ability to be an actual quarterback and not just roll out the pocket because it's his bailout trump card. So that's why I have Mac Jones being one of the best because he was taught to play the game correctly. And guys who were taught to play the game correctly will stay in the league forever. And look, Tom Brady's 80 years old. So, I mean, so right then and there, you have my analogy right there. So with that being said, happy birthday, Mike. I said in the chat, but I don't think you've seen that. So I don't want to think like I just came in here just to talk. But happy birthday, bro. Enjoy it.
Hey, appreciate you, my guy. Like I said, 2025 draft, we going to be looking for Infamous 2K. He will have his real name on the back of the jersey, though. You know what I mean? We're not going to display that right now. But, hey, shout out to my guy. Hey, keep grinding. Keep doing what you do. The game of football, you got the right mindset when you know what you're looking for. And, I'm hoping you know what I mean? You keep grinding and you play, whether it's wide receiver or corner. We can use both. And by 2025, we can definitely, especially if we take Kyle Pitts, we're still looking for a wide receiver.
Well, hopefully by then we'll be cool, so we don't need another wide receiver. But all right,
Hey,
Michael.
shout out to you, my guy.
Always have a good one.
Peace. All right. We got my guy Art Make Peace in the building. What's going on, Art?
What's up? What's up? Can you hear me?
Hey, how you doing? Speaking my, hey, real quick, let me get this in. Shout out to my guy Al Kabir, the analyst, with the $4.99 super chat. He didn't say nothing, but I remember what he said underneath it, and he said pretty much, "Happy birthday, Mike. Appreciate you." But hey, Al Kabir, if you're still in here, thank you for the super chat, my guy, and call in because my guy got his own YouTube channel and he spits fire. So Al Kabir, if you're still in here, call in, my guy. But go ahead, Art Maker. How do you feel? Let me pick your brain a second. Jalen Hurts. Art make peace.
Okay.
It does. It actually does. Where are you at with Jalen Hurts?
Well, I like what I saw with the kid. You know, in the few games we saw, I like the way the rest of the team came together around him. You know what I mean? They started playing better. You know, we still lost a couple of games, but I think we can grow with that. You know, and I just want to point out real quick. You know, you just turned 30. I'll be 53 in a few months. You know, so I was like, you know, when I first became an Eagle fan, and about 10 years old was when Ron Jaworski was lucky enough to go to the Super Bowl when we lost to the Raiders in 1980, Super Bowl 15. You know, so I've seen all that history to the Eagles way before you were even born, man. And this is the first year I've seen coming up where, you know, all those years of doubt, you know, we played good and then got disappointed, you know, going to the playoffs, whatever. This is the first year I've seen where I have no clue where the hell we're going. You know, what we're going to, how good we're going to do. It's crazy. You still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hello?
Okay.
Can you hear me?
But yeah, it looked like I locked up for a second.
Yeah,
but anyway, but yeah, Hurts. I mean, he showed potential. You know, we're all behind him now with Wentz gone, and I didn't like the way we gave Wentz the contract from the start. He was already on the decline. He already got hurt. You know, and then his stats were already going downhill. Then we gave him all this damn money, and then it kept going downhill. You know, so that was a poor decision from the start. I think. You know, as far as his.
Yeah, I will agree that like there were decisions made by the Eagles that I can't fully agree with, whether it's with Carson Wentz and beyond. I just think now we're in a sense that I thought we would be more rebuild in the sense of getting rid of some of these older guys. I'm not trying to get rid of old people. Exactly. Old people's lives matter. I'm 30, but I thought they would go that route.
In football years, 30, 33 is old. You know,
it depends. It depends on the position. If you're quarterback and you're Tom Brady, you play until you die. But yeah, I thought we were gonna get rid of some of these guys, but with the restructurings that we're seeing, I think it's more them saying that we're trying to retool and continue to build on what we got. And I think you got to give Jalen Hurts some players, or he's gonna look bad, even if he's not bad.
True, that's very true. All right, man. I didn't want to take up too much time. Happy birthday.
Hey.
Big 3-0. I'll see you in another 20 years.
Hey, hopefully I'm doing YouTube in 20 years. Man. Yeah, I mean, appreciate you, my guy.
I wish I had YouTube 20 years ago when I
right? Going, yeah, you would have been the best reporting on the Eagles. I appreciate you, my guy.
All right, man. Later.
Peace. Listen, Everybody in the chat, appreciate y'all for coming through. Man, listen, two things. One, smash the like button for your boy. Happy birthday. Appreciate you guys 100%. Smash the like button. It's easy. It's free. Don't cost a thing. And listen, don't be afraid to call in. One, you can put your camera up. It could be on your cell phone, on a computer, any smart item. You can call in on phone, tablet, computer, laptop, whatever. You can put your picture up, or you can legitly keep it a blank picture and speak your mind. But here we go. We got my guy Dominic in the building. What's going on? I love the 76er thing. Speak your mind. How you feel about these Eagles?
Man, honestly, I feel great. Mike, I just want to say happy 30th birthday to you, man. I mean, I appreciate all the support you've given us. The Philly Talk podcast, I really love it. And hope the grind keeps going, and hopefully you keep this thing going.
All day, every day, 24/7, 365. Go ahead. How you feel? How you feel about the Eagles?
Man, honestly, I feel great. I mean, it's a shame that I believe we lost Carson Wentz, and all that stuff. But I kind of feel sad that we lost Carson Wentz. But honestly, he was really good for us. But honestly, think that we might get Kyle Pitts in the draft. If not, then we could probably pick up Mac Jones.
So you think the Eagle? But you're talking about with the first round pick?
Yeah, first round pick.
So first round pick, you would like to take a quarterback instead of giving Jalen Hurts a weapon.
Yes.
So you do not believe in Jalen Hurts?
Not really. I mean, honestly, he did really well in college football, but I really don't believe in him if he goes to the Eagles.
Oh no. Jalen Hurts is already out on the Eagles. So what did you see from Jalen Hurts in the 4-game sample size he played?
Honestly, saw that. Honestly, he did pretty well in that 4-game thing he did, but he did some good things on that 4-game span, and we'll see how he does in college football if he stays there.
So here's my thing. So you want a quarterback, right? But you also said you saw some good things from Jalen Hurts. So if you get a quarterback, Jalen Hurts don't play most likely. So what would you like to see Jalen Hurts as the starting quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles, or would you rather get a quarterback? With that being said, you get a quarterback, the same quarterback got the people that we had last year. If you get a skill player, you got Jalen Hurts plus a top talent to catch the ball and make things happen. What is your choice on that?
I take a quarterback.
Still take a quarterback. But you said I would have thought when you talked about Jalen Hurts, I thought you would say like, yeah, he was not that good. But you said you liked what you saw, but you still want a quarterback. Are you Howie Roseman's son? Quarterback factory?
I mean, no, I guess I would have to take that as a no. But anyway, Mike, I just want to hop on. Just want to hop on quickly. Hopefully, the Eagles do well next season and redeem themselves from last season.
That's facts. But we got the Sixers game tonight. I see you with the Sixers logo. Tune into my live stream. You know what I mean? We gonna beat up on the Spurs without Joel Embiid. And shout out to Joel Embiid for being okay.
Wait, what happened to Joel Embiid?
You don't watch the games? You're like kinda, sorta. Yeah, Joel
Kinda,
Embiid,
sorta.
He fell on his knee, big time bad, and there's no structural damage. He'll be out for a month, but it could have been a lot worse. So shout out to Joel Embiid.
Yeah, man. Alrighty, well, I'll turn into your Sixers stream tonight, man.
You're like, psych. I watch sports every once in a while. Appreciate you for coming through, though, my guy.
Hey, no problem, man.
Peace. Yo, that's crazy. Shout out to my guy coming through. Hey, yo, Alex, what's going on with you, my guy? Hey, yo. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hey, yo, Alex, can you hear me? I guess not. I'm going to need you to go out and come back in. I can't hear you, my guy. So go out and back in. I appreciate you. Listen, the callers all dipped up out of here. So we are 1 hour and 55 minutes left into the stream. We're going to go for a little bit more. I'm going to need some callers because now I'm at the point where I don't even really want to talk about content without you guys. So we got 84 people in here. Don't be shy. Don't be scared. Call in. It's no thing but a chicken wing. All you got to do is tap the link. Cell phone, computer, tablet, doesn't matter. Put your picture up or use a blank screen and just talk. I need to hear what y'all talk about the Eagles. We're going to end this in a little bit. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We got 82 people in here still. Smash the like button. As my guy, Victory, said, channel member in the building. Hit that like button. It's easy. It's free. It don't cost a thing. Hey, real quick, shout out to my guy, Murder Music. That guy's an important show. Murder Music. Longtime supporter of the Philly Talk podcast. Click the link, my guy. I need to hear from you. Listen, there's some of you guys in the chat that have been rocking with me for a long time, and you guys never call in. Murder Music, I need you to call in. Click the link. I need to chop it up with you. Let's get my guy in here. M&M is in the building. What's good?
Hey, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. What's up with you? I heard you, and now you're not talking.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. What's up with you?
Hey, Mike. Okay. Like I said, I called you Old Man Mike on Twitter, but in all seriousness, I'm like 8 years removed from that time. So soon enough, I'll be getting AARP magazines and Social Security checks and stuff like that. But anyway, happy birthday to you, man. I hope you're enjoying your day.
Appreciate it.
I think I may be the only Eagles fan that is kind of just chill and casual about everything. Like at this point, I'm like, you know what? I don't have much expectations for next year. Let's just roll with Hurts, see what the dude has. I'm kind of excited to see what he does. I'm kind of in the middle with him in terms of, I guess, what it seems like most of the fan base is feeling. Like a lot of people, especially during this call-in, have said, they've been like super declarative about him, saying that, hey, he's the guy, he's going to be this guy, he's better than this guy, yada, yada, this and that. I think is way too preemptive to anoint him as the guy yet. But at the same time, there's a lot of fans and a lot of non-Eagles fans saying that, he's not a franchise quarterback, he's never going to improve, this and that. And, I'm not an Alabama fan, but I live in the state, and he definitely, you can definitely see he kind of regressed a little bit from his freshman to sophomore year, but he definitely took a huge leap when he transferred from Alabama to Oklahoma. So it's not out of the realm of possibility that he improves under a new coaching staff. I'm also kind of excited to see what Don Sirianni what he does what he does with our wide receivers. I have an itching feeling that maybe I'm just being delusional like a Cowboys fan, but I have an itching feeling that we might see something from J-Jaw. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm not saying he's gonna be MVP or anything, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm excited to see what he does underneath a new coaching staff, because
How many
you know,
yards? How many yards? How many yards? I want you on record. How many yards?
nah, I can't do that. I can't do that. No.
Over 500 or under? Let's keep it easy. Let's keep it easy.
Under. I mean, let's be real. It's kind of a low bar. So if he's minimally productive, then he's exceeded everything he's
He exceeded
done.
the expectation of trash can, but he didn't exceed the expectation of a second round pick.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Eminem, I appreciate you. I'm gonna get that PO box settled up. Like I said,
Oh yeah,
shout
for
out to
sure,
everybody
man.
who follows me on Twitter. First of all, I got 9,000 followers. I got a lot of people who watch these videos, but only the reals of the real follow me on Twitter. I try to follow back, and at the end of the day, it's chopping it up Eagles behind the scenes of YouTube.
Yeah, man.
But hey, Eminem, I like what I agree with you. Look, there is a total unknown factor when it comes to the Eagles, from the coaching staff to the wide receivers, and more importantly, the quarterback. I will say this, though. I saw some bad things from Jalen Hurts. I saw some good things from Jalen Hurts. And at the end of the day, I do believe the potential is there. So the people who say he can't get better, I'm like, what are you watching? The people who say he's not a GOAT, I'm like, you're right, he's not. But there is a middle ground where I do think that you can make something happen with Jalen Hurts. I really do. So we will find out, though. And I'm on your side, where it's like, look, the way people talk about us is that we are complete garbage. We're not. We're going to surprise some people, but we're not still going to be that team. We have a ways to go. We don't know exactly what the coaching staff's going to be or anything like that. Like you said, like I said, and you said. So we'll figure it out.
Yeah, I think. I mean, there's a guy who said that we're going to win 11-5. He must be drinking or smoking the same thing Cowboy fans do. But I think I don't think I won't be surprised if we have if we finish 8-8 or maybe 9-7 or whatever. I know we're facing the Falcons next year, and I'll be going to that game. I think we can beat them, especially with them having
ATL?
No, but I'm like about 3 hours away.
Oh, so that's the closest you can get to a game.
Well, this year, I went to a Titans game a couple years ago, and they're like about an hour and a half away from me.
I hear you.
Yeah, man. But so I'll let other people hop on. But like I said, I'm looking forward to you setting up that PO box, because I just finished printing off the fourth item, so I'm kind of excited to show you what I got.
I'm gonna hit you up on Twitter. All right,
sounds good.
Today, and we're gonna figure this out in the next 3 days. I got you, my guy.
For sure.
Appreciate you. Here we go. We got Philly Foothills in the building. His thing is loading. I don't know what's going on. Philly Foothills, you good? Listen, don't be shy. Call in. We're going to end this in a little bit anyways, but at the end of the day, you know what I mean? I'm giving you guys a chance to come on here and speak your mind when it comes to the Philadelphia Eagles. My hot dog cart business. Nah, I mean, we're not going to be on much longer anyways, but Philly Foothills is not working. We got Big Play Slay backstage. We're going to bring him back on one more time. My guy, Big Play Slay, in the building.
Yeah, I mean, I might as well hop back if no one's going to do it.
Yeah, we about to end this in a little bit. So give me a hot take.
Can I say two things on defense?
Yes, give me two. Now we got people filling it back up now. Give me two hot takes on the defense side of the ball that people are not paying attention to.
Ooh, okay, let's get it. I'll say Avonte Maddox has 4 to 5 interceptions, and I'll say Josh Sweat has 13.5 sacks next year. Don't kill me.
That's hot. Avonte Maddox, who was injured and barely played, and when he did play, was kind of looking not that good, will get 4 interceptions. And Josh Sweat, a guy who might be starting depending on what we do with Brandon Graham and Derek Barnett, will get 13.5 sacks. If he does that, well, then we made the right decision. Hey, big play Slay. Great hot takes. I'll take it. I'll take it. Appreciate you.
You know why I feel like Avonte Maddox is gonna have 4 to 5 interceptions?
Why?
Look at Kenny Moore last year. He went off last year. And his cornerbacks coach was Jonathan Gannon. You know who's our defensive coordinator now?
Hey, that just might be the determining factor. I'm with it. And again, we can expect a lot of difference with this coaching staff, and it could be good, bad, ugly, sad. We're about to find out in 2020. But man, listen, I'm gonna crop this little part out. I'm gonna hold you to it. Nah, I ain't gonna get mad at you if it doesn't happen. But hey, if Avonte Maddox gets 3 or 4 interceptions, we coming back to this.
I'm gonna be happy either way if he gets 1 interception.
If Josh Sweat just gets a double digits, we're gonna come back to this. Good hot takes, my guy.
Oh, yeah, and I think
coming on the second time.
And I think thank you, by the way. And I'm gonna say Jalen Hurts has anywhere from 22 touchdowns to 14 interceptions, anywhere in that neighborhood.
I'll take that. And a winning season,
Mike. Have a
Appreciate
good
you, my guy.
Yep. I know you're old, but when Joel Embiid went down, you kind of look like a baby on that one, man. I'm not even gonna lie.
Hey, it's all the love of sports, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's Joel Embiid, though.
Exactly. Be easy, my guy.
Yep. Take it, buddy. See you. Take care.
We got my guy Drummer Hoff in the building. What's going on with you?
What it do, Mike? Happy birthday, bro.
You already know how we do. You know the vibes. Yeah, I mean?
You know what it is. You know what it is. But yo, I was glad I get a chance to call in. Shout out to the whole chat. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be holding Mike down. It's his birthday. Make sure y'all get them likes up.
Exactly.
Shout out to the whole bully gang. Everybody that be riding with the Eagles.
Facts. LB 500. Gate City, Philly
you
Fresh.
Already know LB5, Steve, Fresh. You know the whole bully gang, man. Oh,
best content
B.
on YouTube. When it comes to like the team, you got a bunch of people reporting on teams, but we got a group of, like you said, legit bullies. Stop playing with us.
Exactly. And if y'all ain't in none of them rooms, y'all need to go subscribe to all them dudes, man. The real deal, the post on the city for real. You know what I'm saying? And I seen you the other day, Mike, jump into the joint talking that busy bias on the young boy stream.
Exactly.
You ain't go out that night, man. We still got the win too. I'm like, damn, Mike come in and then all of a sudden we put 24 up on him in the second half. It was crazy.
Hey, that's big facts. The big facts. But let me pick your brain real quick.
Shout out to Beauty.
So Jalen Hurts. Where you think he's going to take the Eagles?
I think Jalen Hurts is going to be everything we need and more, man. Everybody doubting him, which is kind of a good thing because it ain't going to be handed to him. He's going to have to prove himself to it, which I believe he will because of his practices, the way he holds himself in the field. Like his whole aura is like winner, for real, for real. No matter what situation he was in, man, he got bounced, he got benched, he got sent to other teams, and he ain't do nothing but flourish. You seen him against the Saints. The real deal, man. The best defense out there. He picked them apart. I know they ain't had no video on him, but so what? So what? They ain't had no video on him. That's a young boy. You're supposed to be able to shut him down. And they couldn't do it. And another thing, too, all we got to do is solidify our offensive line. I think our weapons we got is going to be cool, too. When you can't get 5 seconds, you can't use a deep threat. Seriously, you can't use a deep threat if you only got 2.5, 3 seconds before somebody breathing down your quarterback neck. 3 years we had to deal with bodies. I think all that shit is over. All that stuff is over with. The more pieces will be off our back. We're going to be killing them this year. Bully gang all day.
So would you be mad? Listen, if Penei Swole, the guy who we don't believe is going to fall to 6, would you be mad if he fell to 6 and the Eagles took him over a playmaker? Would you be mad, or would you feel like,
No,
hey,
not really, not really, because our quarterback is a real playmaker. You see what he was able to do with Greg Ward. Greg Ward is a quarterback playing receiver. They need to use that for real, because he understands the concept of routes. He understands the concepts of timing. So that's why he kind of did good under the situations he was in. And I feel as though as long as we work on situations like that, the dudes that understand the system, understand the process, use them. The dudes that don't know, let them catch up. It should be best man on the field right now. And I hope the coaching staff understand that. Best man on the field right now.
Yeah.
And let them develop. We got a young team.
Yeah. So with that being said, I do like your take, man. You know, Jalen Hurts is going to make people be better, most likely. And the best way to protect your quarterback is by making sure he's not sacked, giving him time in the pocket to figure something out, do what he got to do.
Exactly.
But if that guy is off the board at number 6, if we're only talking skill player, where do you go? Are you the Kyle Pitts guy?
Pitts is the real deal. If we sleep on Pitts, it'll be just like we did with DK Metcalf all over again. I'm telling you, Pitts is the real deal.
So you think I know you're thinking Kyle Pitts is the real deal, but are you thinking he's the real deal over Jamar Chase? You think Jamar Chase is not good enough, or what is your take on Jamar Chase?
No, it's the matchup thing. It's a matchup thing. Like Jamar Chase going to end up being on the outside, maybe in a slot somewhere. But them linebackers got to deal with Pitts, man. And ain't too many linebackers going to be able to deal with somebody like that.
Let me ask you this question, though.
They're going to have to adjust their game. Now they're going to have to pull safeties, and it's going to create an opening for somebody else. It's matchups. You know how this NFL is nowadays, man.
That is correct. You know, that's why I call him the chess piece. But do you see Kyle Pitts playing predominantly at the tight end position, or we flexing him outside himself?
No, I think they're gonna line him up as tight end at first, and then as he starts to develop and get more roles and more comfortable with the quarterback, we're gonna start seeing him doing some freaky things with him. But that's a good thing.
That is, but here's what I would say. Let me ask you this question: in 2020. Who was the best pass catcher on the Eagles?
Fulgham.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. He was a legit diamond in the rough who probably could have been better if we continue with him. But I gotta say, legit just catcher. We're talking wide receiver and tight end. Zach Ertz didn't play, but I think Dallas Goedert is probably the best hands guy on the team.
Yeah, Dallas is short-handed too, but you know we like to run 12. I don't even know if we still gonna run 12, so we need two dominant.
But here's my thing. This is my biggest concern is if you want to make the Eagles better in 2021, you got to have the best pass catchers on the field. Now, I do not know what Nick Sirianni is going to run when it comes to 12-man personnel. We ran a 60% last year. If that's a lot, we were top 5 in the NFL with 12-man personnel. Say we run it again this year, even at the highest being 60%. That means 40%. If Kyle Pitts is the draftee and we use him predominantly at the tight end position, let's be honest, Kyle Pitts is going to take over Dallas Goedert. He's better than him if he lives up to the hype. So what I'm saying is our second best pass catcher is going to be 60% on the field and 40% on the bench when we got wide receivers who play. You know, so my thing is
what you're saying, but we didn't really get these young boys a chance to do nothing. Our number one pick is body for the first 6 weeks. Then when he come back, it's turmoil, and then it's a new quarterback. So it's no consistency. It was no consistency through the whole 16. So that was the real issue. That's why I kind of felt like Doug caught it bad. Doug caught it bad because every day he was walking in, oh, what you call is out. We got somebody up from the practice squad 2 days ago. He don't know nothing about them and has to game plan and put them in somewhere. Before he had relationships, he knew what these dudes can and can't do. But then when you're giving me a question mark and I got to go off of what the coaches told me, it's a difference. It's a big difference. We need consistency.
True. I'll give you all that in a bag of chips, my guy. That's 100% consistency at the wide receiver position. First of all, consistency in our whole team, because we've been ravished with injuries in the last 3 years. But I will say this. Here's my ultimate thing. I believe Jalen Reagor is better than what he showed. I believe all the young guys we drafted are better than what they showed, and they haven't got the opportunity, including Travis Fulgham. But a guy like Ja'Marr Chase, I'm trying to tell you, he's going to be
Chase Pitts. No, it's already a pick your poison situation right now.
It's very close. Right now, as I sit here today, on my birthday, half hungover, half tipsy, I'm gonna say I got Ja'Marr Chase a little bit ahead of Pitts, but I ain't gonna be mad if we get Pitts. Trust and believe that. But the thing is, like I said,
I got Pitts slightly higher because of the matchups he'll create.
Correct. But again, here's the thing though. I think Dallas Goedert is really one of our second best pass catchers, a guy who can just go up and give me that. And so if Pitts goes outside on the X position and starts balling out, cool. We got both of them for multiple sets. But if he doesn't, and he is used predominantly in a tight end position, we can flex him and move him around. Well, now you're knocking Dallas Goedert down. And again, what I'm saying is like you said, we ran 12-man personnel, but 60%. So if we run 100 plays, there's 40 plays that Dallas Goedert ain't on the field, which I believe Dallas Goedert is not better than Pitts, but he's a better guy to target in a situation than our receivers. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I think if we get a receiver, whether it be Ja'Marr Chase or Devontae Smith, you're getting a dog who's 100% the leader of the group, and he's that guy. You know what I mean? That guy. And then, listen, we're bringing Richard Rodgers in the situation. He's not great, but he's the dude came.
Oh, he's nice. He got potential. He got potential.
He came. He came clutch, and it's like, so it's not like, what I'm saying is this. Dallas Goedert and Richard Rodgers, or Jalen Reagor, Quez Walken, or Hightower. What group do you feel more confident in? Of course, a tight end group, right? So you probably want to bolster up the wide receiver. And again, Jalen Reagor probably going to be a dog if we use him the right way. But we got to see.
Quez, don't forget about Quez. Quez is going to be the X factor.
I don't know how long you were following me.
Quez will be the X factor.
I don't know how long you've been watching my videos, but I put a video out about Quez Walken.
Go back a year. Go back to before the Battle Birds was formed. That's how long I've been around. LB put me on the all y'all early. Shout out to LB. He put me on the all y'all early.
Hey, shout out to LB. LB, my dude. 100%. Like I said, once in a while we chop it up over the phone. Like I said, that's my guy 100%. First of all, I respect and love all the Eagles content creators. You know what I mean? BBP, and we all have our phone number. We talk on the regular, and LB's became one of my guys that I talk to on a regular. Like I said, I love 500. I love all these guys, Shakes and everybody. But, you know,
Joey nice with it.
I be talking to LB and the Battlebirds podcast normally on a regular more than the other ones, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? They all got time. But hey, Drummer, appreciate you. I'm gonna be going live tonight for the Sixers.
You know I'm around, man. You know I'm being there. Oh, and another thing too, man. You gave me a heart attack the other day because, mind you, I wasn't watching the game. I was only on a live stream with you. So when you covered your mouth and your eyes, my heart dropped, and all I can think of is, damn, he holding his knee. Oh no, it must be a hyperextension. That's all I can say. All I can think about was Shaq from back in the day, because I couldn't see it. All I saw was your face. I'm like, oh man, this is crazy, I was like, man. Don't kill us like that.
But yo, the reaction was like, I was like, yo, and then But I'm seeing him holding his knee. But because I go from the TV to the chat to the TV to the chat, I didn't see how it moved. Then they showed a replay, and that shook me, bro. I was like, when he got
we
up,
always shook. We always shook, man.
yeah,
But he
man,
gonna
it
be
was
okay.
tough.
We gonna get that Beauty and the Beast tandem back.
Great, hey, I love that.
Both
I'm gonna use
birds,
that
and
in
I
one
ain't
of
gonna
the
hold up no
videos.
more of your time, Mike. Do your thing. Shout out to the whole everybody out there.
You already know, my guy. Appreciate you.
I'm around.
Peace. All right. Anyways, we don't got much people left in this thing. We gonna rock out with my guy at the end of the game. I'm getting off once my guy is done spitting some facts. We're gonna bring my guy one more time. Infamous 2K on the back-to-back. Let's go. We gonna
Alright.
spit some fire and I'm out because I'm
Yeah.
tired and I got some birthday things I gotta take care of. Shout
Yeah,
out to
for
you
sure.
guys.
So look, the whole mismatch thing. Hatter is 6'5". Now acting like he's like 6'1". He's 1 inch shorter than Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts might be stronger, and it's debatable. Kyle Pitts is probably faster, but Dallas Goedert weighs more and he's taller. So when it comes to linebacker, I mean, weighs more is 1 inch smaller, so it's barely noticeable. The thing is, and I'm gonna keep it short, and this is the last thing. And I was hoping I got in with him because I wanted to ask him this specific question.
Ah, dang,
When you,
I could do that.
it's cool, but for the whole chat, this is my question for everyone who's on the pitch stream. When you look at Goddard, can you say this man is going to be great? Because listen, if you want to take it to stats, then Goddard was third in the league when it comes to QBR when targeted compared to other tight ends. So when you look at Goddard, can you tell yourself this man is going to be a Pro Bowler, top 5, top 10 tight end? And to me, I can. So, but if you
Yeah,
look at, and I said this the last time I was on, you can't look at any of these receivers, but maybe Fulgham and say, is he a top 10 receiver? Is he a top 5 receiver? And that's exactly where you go with Chase because you can look at Goddard and be like, we're cool at the tight end position. You can't look at the receiver and be like, yeah, we're a franchise. We have a franchise receiver group. But we don't. And that's what it comes down to.
perfectly said. Again, I'm all about when you're retooling or rebuilding, you need the best player available. Real quick, shout out to everybody in the chat. Smash the like button. It's easy. It's free. It don't cost a thing. Bang, bang, bang. Hit it. Best player available. But when you look at the Eagle situation, you can talk BPA, best player available, and also take situation in it because we got the best of both worlds possibly on the board in Jamar Chase and Kyle Pitts. And like you said, and that's what I said. What group do you feel better about?
Mm-hmm.
You got 5 receivers, you only got 2 tight ends. But do you feel better about Dallas Goedert and Richard Rodgers or the group of receivers we got?
Yeah.
You have to feel more confidence in the tight end group for the simple fact that, like you said, Dallas Goedert could be a top 5. We don't got a top 5 receiver in the NFL. We don't. So, with that being said, again, I think Jamar Chase is going to be off the board. But if he is, like, I love Kyle Pitts too, but there's no way I pass up Chase for Pitts.
Yeah.
Now, if Chase ain't there, well, I'll chase that dream away and I'll worry about what's in front of me. But right now, I got Chase.
That's the same reason why I don't want Najee Harris. Everyone's saying get Najee Harris for running back for Miles. I'm like, no, don't do that. Even if he is available in the second round.
Let me ask you this though: if that guy Penny Swole or whatever his last name is falls to us, would you take him over a skill player?
No, me personally, no, because I feel like our offensive line is good, and if he beats out Mulata, then you have the risk factor of Mulata. He might not be successful at right tackle or guard. And then if Mulata beats out Sewell, it's the same thing. Then I feel like if you're picking a player to play a different position that he's not familiar with, because switching from left tackle to right tackle or switching from left tackle to guard is very hard. So if you take Sewell at 6 and Mulata ends up beating him at left tackle, which I mean I don't see him doing, but you never know. If he does, then Sewell, if he plays guard or right tackle, first of all, he's not starting over Lane Johnson. So if Mulata beats him at left tackle, he's going to have to start at guard. And Nate Herbig has been playing wonderful at guard, and he's not beating out Brandon Brooks. So then if you put him over Herbig, well, now Herbig is getting his time messed up, and Herbig had the third best pass blocking in the NFL since when he started. So he's been wonderful at guard. So then you're like, okay, now what? Then you could be like, okay, maybe we groom him for a year, and then he'll be at the center, but then you don't know if he'll be great at center. So then if he's not great at center, but he's a great left tackle, you wasted your sixth pick, and vice versa for Jordan Mailata.
Yeah, but how do you feel about the sturdiness of the two? Probably one top. They're both top 5 in their position when it comes to Brandon Brooks and Lane Johnson. How do you feel about them their sturdiness and being able to hang around for a season?
I mean, and I've been saying this for a while. We got rid of our health staff multiple times. We hired coming into this year, 2021. I mean 2020 season. We hired 2 people from the athletic group that were part of the Rams, who were one of the most healthiest teams of the year. So honestly, and I said this when Doug Peterson came out to the press conference, said if Lane wants to play, then he'll play. And being a football player, if your leg is amputated, you're still going to want to play unless someone sits you down and say no, you're not playing. So I feel like a lot of these players are playing with injury during the year that the coaches, rather than taking your time, all right, just miss these next 2 weeks so you can finish the season. They're like, all right, you can play these 2 weeks, but then they get hurt during those 2 weeks because Lane Johnson's foot he needed surgery for. Yet Doug Peterson gave him the decision on whether he wanted to play or not, which is not the smart move.
Yeah, I will agree in that sense as well. You know what I mean? The Eagles definitely have made some crazy decisions
Plus,
in the past.
it's been an injury year. I mean, if you look at the Niners, they were injury riddled. It wasn't a normal year. A lot of soft tissue issues.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's not like this is our first year.
Yeah,
That's the scary
that's
part.
true. That's true. Now, but I'm gonna let you off here because I'm about to go eat, and I know you got your birthday stuff. Once again, happy birthday, Mike. I appreciate you having me back on here.
You already know, my guy. I appreciate your insight always 100%. Be easy, my guy.
Be easy.
All right, we got one more guy on here. Help me. I don't know why his name is Help Me, but hopefully I can help him. Go ahead and speak your mind on the Eagles, and we about to get up out of here. And that's all he had to say. Hey, shout out to everybody in the chat. Dank Burrito coming in with the happy birthday, my dude. You already know, 100%. Look, we did a baby call-in. Like I said, I chopped it up for you guys. I started about the Howie Roseman talk for the first 5 minutes. If you want to hear it, go back and watch it. If you're just coming in, the first 5 minutes was Howie Roseman. The rest was where you guys take me. And I kept it for about an hour without doing no call-in. But then people were saying their takes. They were so spicy hot. I had to bring people on. Shout out to you guys. Where's your cane? You break my heart. No, I'm just kidding. I do. And actually, my studio is in the attic. Them stairs are kind of tricky. At 30, it's kind of hard to get down them stairs, my guy. My girl. My guy. Can you say my girl? Like, what? I'm lost. I'm done. It's time to get off. Shout out to 74 people in here. Help me as funny. Help me as funny. Def, not me. You already know. I'll need one soon. Not sure what that means, but somebody said something. You said it. Shout out to you. Armin said, thanks for having me on, bro. How about a rent someday? Hey, I'm going to get you with a rent. Hey, Art, Mac, Daddy's Dogs, and Catering. I'm going to get you a rent. Like I said, my phone is downstairs, so I got a couple people I got to get renters too. Shout out to you. Finally, I can chat, bro. You the best for Eagle stuff. Hey, Scott Lewis, appreciate you 100%. You already know the vibes. Until next time, you guys know what time it is. We out. Peace.